Let's get nasty on a Tuesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Appreciate everybody being tuned in today. 201, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Boy, last night was certainly disappointing. Cardinals were an out away from securing their fourth straight victory and their second of the day against Cincinnati. But the Reds had other plans. Homered in the bottom of the ninth and wound up winning it on a Dela Cruz first career walk-off hit in the 10th inning. I'm shocked he doesn't have a walk-off hit in his career. That was his first one. Anybody else surprised by that?
That is a bit surprising. But
you know, I'm not going to lie. I never really thought about it until you just brought it up.
Well,
he's a young
now that
player.
I brought it up.
A little surprised, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. What was the big takeaway from last night? Did it have anything to do with the game itself, or were you like me where you're kind of going through the reaction in the clubhouse and thinking to yourself, this team, like, they bounce back really well. There is something about this club, and I don't mean to put lipstick on a pig because last night sucked, but there is something about this club where you look at it and you're like, I know you're going to be fine. I know you're going to bounce back because they've done so throughout the course of the year. This isn't going to rattle them. How many times do we say, well, this could be it? Other shoe's about to drop here, you know?
Especially after a while.
Especially after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And instead, they've climbed right back into it. So I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep.
I don't lose any sleep over it because you're right back at it. Like, baseball is wonderful in many ways, and getting right back at it is perfect for this young team. You no time to think about that. Like, if I'm Ollie Marmol, he scored, the offense came alive a little bit, at least, got some runs. He gave up some runs and some crazy things that kind of happened throughout the course of it all. And Herrera throws a runner out. Like,
surprise, surprise.
I think I'd lead the team meeting off with that today in the video. The first thing I said was
right.
Him throwing a guy out, and then everybody laughing and joking and like.
It has happened.
Well, now it has.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
It sucked. You're one out away from winning the doubleheader, and your guy got rocked. Mm-hmm. But like, I see a lot of people say, why wasn't O'Brien in there? Why didn't they change the pitch? Like, you're one out away, and that guy was pitching pretty good.
He was. Made a mistake.
And you can't just go burying arms in the first day of for the second game of 5 games, but the second one of the day, and then you play again today. Like, that's how you really screw things up.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have – it's baseball. We talk about it all the time. It happens. In college, we say those guys are on scholarship too. In the league, we say those guys get paid as well. And so that's what happens. The Cincinnati Reds found a way to fight back into that game. And they didn't win it in the ninth inning. The home run didn't end the game. You still had a chance, I don't know, with a ghost runner on base. Maybe you'd like to get him in, maybe not. The philosophy of you don't bunt the guy over, I think it's a dumbass idea just because you're the top half of the inning. Because if you score one run, it's better than, I don't know, no runs. But that's just my philosophy. That's my way of thinking about it. Other than that, man, it's one game. I'm with Jamie. Like, when I hear people, like, some people just want to be miserable and hate life or hate losing so much that you think that, well, why didn't they put Riley O'Brien in? I don't know, because he struck out the side earlier that day, and you don't want to tear his arm up and potentially put him at risk of throwing another game and putting him in another situation where he's going to have to, I don't know, get revved up to throw the ball really hard. Mm-hmm. And he just did it 4 hours ago. Probably part of the reason why you don't do it. But the delusion that, like, your goal was to win game 1 because you have no clue of how game 2 is going to go. So you put the stock into game 1, and then you let the chips fall where they may in game 2, and you were actually in that game with an opportunity to win. As you said, 1 pitch away, 1 out away from winning that game, tie game, extra innings, and you lose it in extras. But it's baseball.
What do you guys think? I see a lot of people today online and on the text line that are criticizing Mason Wynn. Why didn't he take second base when Walker took third? I watched the play over. Here's my take. I don't know spit about what their signs are or what's going on and what kind of strategy they had. It looked to me like Jordan Walker went independent, noticed something he could expose, and took off for third. Mason Wynn probably had no idea he was going. By the time he saw him go, if he goes then, he's going to get thrown out at second.
Yeah.
So unless the double steal was called and Mason Wynn missed the signal, which it could be, again, I don't know the signals.
Yeah.
But watching Walker, the way he kind of approached, it looked like he kind of caught something and was like, screw it, I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get himself into great spot on third base.
Right.
I don't know if he doesn't know what's going on at that point, it's pretty hard to, at the last second, go, I'm going to take second.
Right. You can't freelance in that situation.
No.
If he either missed the sign or you're right. Jordan Walker picked up on something and went.
I thought base running, there's a lot of dialogue around the bullpen and whatnot. First of all, the bullpen was excellent in the first game.
Yes.
It was excellent. And to Carey's point, you put all your bullets out there, try and win game one. You did. It was a 2-1 game. The bullpen was great. And I thought the bullpen was good yesterday. I mean, Strzelecki, people are like, why is he still pitched? The guy had 4 strikeouts through 3 innings. He was pitching really well, and he got beat. And it happens, and it stinks. But I thought base running was the real reason. Going to your point, Jamie, about the double steal, would have been nice to have some insurance there because maybe you end up winning that game. But also, what is Brian Torres doing running to third base for the third out?
That was bad, yeah.
Inexcusable.
Because Cincinnati ended up scoring the following inning, following half inning.
That was a bigger gaffe. Unless Mason Wynn missed a sign, that was a bigger gaffe to me. That Brian Torres made the last out at third base.
He didn't have a chance. Like, what are you thinking? They're going to the cutoff guy there.
I did not understand it. It's inexcusable. And he's had a couple of brain farts this season. Arizona was the biggest one, but that was certainly that was egregious too last night.
And he got away with that airmail from left field.
Yes.
He got away with it.
Palante did a good job of being where he needed to be.
Yeah.
Not that it mattered. They ended up scoring anyways, but
still. Yeah, that's not a good look whatsoever.
I think the Cardinals, the reason why they lost, I don't think it had anything to do with Ollie Marmol's decision with the bullpen pieces. I think people need to cut that out.
It's hard to criticize decisions like that when you don't have the full information. You have no idea who is available in that pen and who's not, and what their schedule is, what their routine is. So for us to say, well, I wouldn't have done that, you may have picked somebody that was completely unavailable that night. Maybe their arm's hanging. Maybe they're dealing with something else.
Well, you don't know, right?
You don't know.
I think common sense, you should know. Like if a guy just pitched and gave maximum effort, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours ago,
right?
He's probably not pitching again in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like maybe 24 hours, but definitely not 4 hours later.
Right.
Like, so I think that sometimes that's part of, not understanding the athletic body, the athletic, the part of coaching that comes along with that. Like, hell, you go outside and run and sprint, you're probably going to be sore in the morning. Go sprint go do 10 100s and then go do 4 hours later, go do it again.
Did you say 10?
Yeah.
I don't want to do 1.
Exactly. Now tell me how your hamstrings feel.
Good.
Oh, my left
24
hand.
hours, you might feel better.
So
it's just the mindset of people being frustrated about that is illogical.
There are times where, like, I'll be at practice for the kids and I'll be showing them something on the infield, and then all of a sudden my glutes are on fire the next day. Like, nah.
Allegedly the strongest muscle in the human body. Allegedly. So they had Strzelecki, who came in. They had Brule and Ferguson.
Yep.
Probably not pitching Ferguson.
No.
Ever again, hopefully.
So Brule,
Come on, man.
He's available.
Oh, I'm only the voice of the people right now on that one. Come on now.
Brule is the guy that some Cardinal fans wanted in there. He's a lefty. Dane Myers comes up to the plate for that final out. Well, Dane Myers took Quinn Matthews deep in game 1, who is a lefty.
Yeah.
So you probably want to give him a different look. Again, Strzelecki had been pitching well. He had 4 strikeouts through his 3 innings. His breaking ball was doing really well.
Yep.
He got beat.
It happens.
It happens.
Yep. It's baseball.
It stinks, but it happens.
And we're all such a in the moment fan base because we're sitting here questioning, angry about game 2. Yeah, you won game 1.
Right.
Like, you won. Was it great offensively? No, but defensively and the pitch, you won game 1 of that. Let's focus on that. Okay, you got a split on the day.
Yep.
You should have gotten 2. It happens. You got 3 games left against a very beatable opponent.
Agreed. What do you got, Carey?
Yeah, text from the 618 said, "That's BS. I pitched 3 straight softball games last weekend." Well done.
They don't do it like that anymore.
Back in my day.
Bob Gibson to be proud.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Nice job.
You're right.
Yep.
I'm wrong.
Same thing. It is the same thing.
I love it.
You can get a hold of us via the Air Cover Service text line at 314-399-9646. You can always leave us a mic drop. Scotty Heating Company mic drop via the Dobbs Tower Order Center 101 ESPN mobile app. Shout out to our Snake Pit. That's Studio Cams, Air Alliance Team Studio Cams that provide our YouTube chat and our video. The Blues rank number 7 in NHL Pipeline Rankings. Yeah.
7's the number.
It's important, guys. It's real important. Jamie will tell you why next on 101 ESPN. So The Athletic put together an article where the Blues ranked number 7 in the NHL Pipeline Rankings. And this is I don't want to call it a study, but exercise? How about that? It's an exercise in which the Athletic put together just kind of like overall rankings for all the prospects. Now, Jimmy Snuggerud is number 1. So obviously Jimmy Snuggerud, I don't know if I'd still call him a prospect.
He's only got 1 year under his belt, Anthony.
So
what the hell?
But he's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, Adam Juracek. Number 3, Dalibor Dvorsky. Not to be confused with Dusty Dvorak.
2 different people.
Lawrence is 4th. Gastrin is 5th. And then why don't we just stop there for now so I'm not reading off all the players' names. But Jamie, one thing I wanted to ask you is when it comes to the forward with the best upside based on his traits, you don't have to compare him to anybody. Just from what you've been able to observe, what forward outside of Snuggerud?
You got to do that to me. What the hell? I have my whole answer written down here about Jimmy Snuggerud. You saw it, too. And this is why you did it.
Outside of Snuggerud, what forward has the best upside or most upside based on the traits?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Thank you.
If I was a fortune teller. But it's a great. Just leave it up there. It's great. It's fine. I like all of your questions, Anthony. You
Thanks.
know why? Because when you ask them with conviction. I believe that you really care, and I believe that you want an answer.
I do. Yeah. No, thanks. Yes, that's a yes all the way across,
Yeah.
Jamie.
So it doesn't matter, how hypothetical the question can be.
Yeah.
Or how much guessing we need to do on said question.
Well, I can get.
I don't think.
No, it doesn't matter.
I don't know if he's being serious right now.
He's definitely not being genuine. No,
Yeah,
he's
it
being passive.
Oh, wait.
It
I
feels
got
like
enough
he's
people
going around.
today already questioning how genuine I am. Okay?
Seems like you're questioning whether or not somebody's genuine too.
Well, there's a lot of things that people sometimes exaggerate.
Some people lie.
Some people just they
Some people lie for no reason.
Some people are just
and
angry.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. Like, who hurt you enough to make you just lie for no reason? Like, you just woke up and decided to lie about something that no one even asked? Like, I'm just going to lie about
Care about?
Like, what the hell is wrong? Like,
Some
really?
people say it's insecurity.
It's crazy. It's bleep crazy is what other people call it.
Okay, well, that too.
Yeah. It's crazy as hell, man.
Way to bleep out the right word, by the way.
I thought I had to think about it.
Sometimes it's tough to remember to bleep out the right word.
Bleep. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, Jamie,
Yeah.
let's continue with this hypothetical question here.
Yeah, the hypothetical answer to me is Adam Juracek. He has been touted as...
Wait, I said forward.
Oh, you said forward?
Yeah, but why don't we do...
I thought you said player.
I was going to
Anthony,
get to...
You got to be very clear.
I was
when
going
you
to...
ask
I
these
think I was.
questions.
I think I said forward a couple
Probably where I
times.
was-
But you know what?
definitely
Why
did
don't we
say
go? Why don't we
forward.
jump to the defense first? Why
You're
don't
too
we?
busy kind of.
Why don't we jump to the defenseman first?
No, I'll go forward.
Talk about Juracek.
Anthony, what do you want? You want forward or defense?
I said forward at the start.
Well,
I was
just
willing.
say it next
I was
time.
willing to adjust because you adjusted, and now you ticked me off.
Nah, whatever. All right, it's centerman Tynan Lawrence.
Thank you.
I think that based upon what I've talked to with several scouts, people in college hockey and all around the world, he profiles to be a top line center or a number 2 center. A tremendous amount of great offensive and defensive attributes. Some people say he's a lot like a Robert Thomas. Some people say his ceiling's higher than a Robert Thomas. Again, this is all hypothetical. He hasn't played 1 second in the NHL yet. But center ice position is a premium position for your forward group. He plays both sides of the puck very well. He's got great upside with the puck and offensive ability and power play ability. He's a little small for my liking, but, 6 foot, 185 pounds. If it puts on a few more pounds, you'd be fine in that position. I'd like to see him a little bit bigger, but he's still so young. He's 18 years old. He's got lots of time to bulk up.
So Lawrence is ranked fourth on this list. They say Lawrence is an excellent skater with the quick twitch feet that will allow him to buzz around the ice. He works very hard and brings a lot of pace and energy to his shifts. He's a very strong puck handler who creates chances on the move. His vision and decision-making aren't the best, and he can force a lot of plays. He projects as a two-way third-line center.
I don't think he's a third-line center. Well, maybe on a championship team. So, I mean, there's always that caveat to it.
One thing that we talk about a lot is hockey IQ, and I noticed something that the 314 also noticed, so I'm going to bring up this question from the text line. Hey, Jamie, I noticed that several of the Blues' top prospects have below-average hockey sense. Seems like that might be kind of important. Instincts are a huge part of sports instead of having to think before making a play. Your thoughts?
Read that again, please.
So a lot of these, I'll sum it up.
Just give me the text. I heard the first part.
Okay. You want the whole text or you want me to summarize
Give me
it?
everything you got, Marshy.
I'll just read the text again. I noticed that several of the Blues' top prospects have below average hockey sense. Seems like that might be kind of important. Instincts are a huge part of sports. So instead of having to think before making a play, what are your thoughts?
Well, how did they notice that they have below average hockey?
I was wondering the same thing.
Well, maybe
it's in the article.
Maybe they're reading each guy and one. So, like, I just read that off about
Okay,
Lawrence.
so but even the guy in the article.
How do you know that?
How do you know that unless you spent time in a locker room having to explain things over and over and over again to a player who's missing plays, not seeing plays? What are you seeing in this video? Like, what are you seeing on the ice? Because I'm seeing that this guy was wide open. You left that guy open. What? I don't know. Sometimes these are just kids, too. They're playing unstructured hockey in certain environments. Some of the junior teams, the coaches don't care. Like Jordan Kyrou, that's the number one thing. Oh, he's struggling. His coach never cared in junior hockey. Just get Kyrou the puck, guys. That's all we got to care about. Jordan, don't come off the ice unless you're tired. Don't worry about the rest. We got it. So I guess my problem is I'm not going to sit here until I have spent time with these players or seen enough of it to say that they don't have hockey sense.
So to your point, I went through the list. Ironically, the only players that have above average hockey sense or NHL hockey sense is Jimmy Snuggerud and Theo Lindstein, the two guys that played in the NHL last season.
Okay, so that makes sense.
How about let's revisit this question in a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would give us a better idea for hockey sense. And I ain't mad at the question if they're noticing something in the article. But again, sometimes we have to take these articles with a grain of salt, too. They're excellent writers. They're doing a lot of work getting into this. They ask a lot of sources, but sometimes the sources aren't always correct either.
Now, there are different attributes where those particular players have above NHL, they're above NHL average. We were just talking about Tynan Lawrence, his skating above NHL average, his puck skills above NHL average, and his compete above NHL average. Mm-hmm. So if we take that same line of thinking, is he wrong about those things?
Those are physical traits.
Oh, okay.
This is a mental trait.
Okay.
So how do you know what a player's thinking? I don't know what he's thinking, what he's seeing, unless I ask him, and I'm in a setting where I'm running the video, I see the mistake. I don't give him the answer. I ask him, what did you see here? And when he answers it completely wrong, now I got to question the way he's processing the game. Mm-hmm. So hockey sense might be an issue. But until you get into that setting, you can't. It's a variable that you can't quantify. Now, skating, puck handling, you can quantify that because you have the analytics will give you average speed of an NHLer. Oh, let's see where Tynan Lawrence is. Oh, he's above average. Great. You know, all the other things. You have an average that's there. What's the average hockey IQ, Marshy?
In terms of a number?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Exactly.
You just kind of, it's more so, it's just something that you see. It's an eye test thing. It's, hey, man.
Even if a guy makes a mistake over and over, you don't know what he's thinking.
For sure. I think
you don't know what he's been taught, especially younger players. Like, younger players are coached by coaches that may not know as much. That may not know as much as collegiate coaches and as pro coaches. Whatever level of professional coach you're being coached, like the higher level you go, and that's generally how it should work. You learn something. Like for me in high school, what I learned in high school, I didn't learn some of those things, I learned more things in college than I did in high school. I learned more things in the NFL than I did in college and high school. So when you're talking about hockey sense, like maybe he hasn't been coached to do that. Maybe he doesn't know that that is a thing that he's supposed to be doing because he hasn't been coached up on that specific skill set.
For sure. I think what I was going to say is with these particular players, that's why to me it's an eye test thing. It could be one thing where a player hasn't necessarily learned that particular thing, but he makes a high IQ hockey play, and you're like, wow, you can tell that he's a better player than some of these other players out on the ice because he has a heightened sense of his everything on the ice. And that's what makes certain players better than others.
Yeah, certain ones for sure. There's certain players that are elite at seeing the game. Wayne Gretzky was one of them. Wayne Gretzky did not have the best physical attributes. If you put his numbers against the average NHL player, as far as size, speed, power of his shot, all that, he's probably below average. But he saw the game different than other people. So, but still, to this day, we can't quantify what that looks like.
Right, it's just an eye test thing. You just know it when you see it.
That human being was able to do it but he did it like a long period of time.
I think my point is the knowing it when you see it is maybe where.
But with a young guy, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense because the game is continuing to move faster and faster and faster. Talk to me about a guy who's lacking hockey sense 5 years into his NHL career. Now I have the database to go, okay, he's been in the league for an extended period of time, yet he's still making the same mistakes 4 or 5 years in that he made year one. Because for these young guys, every year they're being elevated to a new level, whether it's playing midget AAA hockey. Then they go to Junior A or Junior B, then Junior A, USHL, college, American Hockey League, NHL. Like they're constantly being elevated along the way, which means the game continues to get faster and faster. I can tell you right away, I didn't make the same mistakes in year 3 that I made in year 1. Was it lack of hockey sense? No. It was learning the game at a higher level, at bigger, quicker speeds, better hockey sticks defensively, better body positioning. You're continuously learning. And that's why, for me, until I have 4 or 5 years with a player, I can't really say if he's getting it or if he's above average or below average when it comes to hockey IQ. Unless some players, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. They skate down the ice, dump it in the corner, and that's all they can do. They got no vision. They've got no sense of creativity. But then you know what they are. They're a third or fourth line guy, straight up and down the ice, do your job. You're not going to see time on my power play.
Yeah. That makes sense, honestly. I mean, you got to develop. You have to have the experience. Bless you. You have to experience.
Laughing at a text that just came through.
What do you got?
Textures are hot today.
Nah, nothing.
Nothing. All right, moving on. Paul Feinbaum ticked off one college football fan base pretty bad today. Well, maybe a couple, but we'll tell you about the one next on 101 ESPN.
Planning a kitchen upgrade anytime soon, or maybe you looked at that bathroom and think, oh, man, I need to upgrade some of this. I was just doing that the other day. Looked at my bathroom. I want to add a new tub in there. Got some work to do. So what I do, I reached out to my friends over at E&B Granite. They're the best in the business. They're located at 6135 Manchester Avenue. And if it's a kitchen you're looking to remodel and you're looking at countertops, they've got everything you need right there on site. Granite, quartz, marble, and you have a chance to go look at it in the warehouse. And you can bring a light in there, and you can see the patterns, the colors, everything before you're committing to purchasing those countertops. So please get over there, check it out. The in-house design staff is absolutely fantastic. Again, I've already called them, booked an appointment to come down and talk about my bathroom. I took pictures. We're going to go over all that together, and I guarantee that E&B Granite's going to do an amazing job. The technicians are absolutely fantastic at what they do. So please stop by the showroom any point and say hi to them or give them a call. Book an appointment. That number is 314-645-9300. That's 314-645-9300. Or you can always visit enbgranite.com. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. 101 ESPN, And
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals had a doubleheader yesterday. They took game one, unfortunately unable to win game two as they were down to their last out. Cincinnati wins it in extras, but the Cardinals have another chance today to pick up a W. With Kyle Leahy on the mound, he'll face off against Andrew Abbott. First pitch is at 5:40. The lineup is out, so we'll take a pause on Paul Feinbaum, and we'll play the lineup game next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Well, as Marsh just told you in the Sports Center update, time to play the lineup game here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN as the Cardinals and Reds continue their series at the Great American Small Park. Andrew Abbott will take the hill for the Reds. He is a left-hander, so these lineups typically are a lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun to play the lefty lineup game. Kyle Leahy will toe the rubber for the Cardinals. Who'd like to start?
Carey, before we get started, Kyle Leahy pitching for the Cardinals.
I wrote it down to make sure I was. I don't think it matters anymore,
Well,
though.
good teammates look out for each other, and I know that
appreciate
you find that important.
I do find that important. It's some would say the most important part of it.
Yeah. Or who's pitching for the other team, too.
Show us J.J. Weatherholt. Bless you.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
I got to keep this guy hot. Our guy. Oh, Ivan. Show us Ivan Herrera.
What's your favorite position?
Designated
Bless you.
That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you.
Show us Jordan Walker.
That one touched the ground. That one touched the ground.
Yeah. What's going on there? I'm just fixing something that's been bugging me.
Wait a minute. What have we here?
Got to keep Burley going, right?
Show us Alec Burleson.
He's not some magic star.
What? You're insane. He's a huge star at this specific sliver of time.
Yes, he is.
You think it's the big boy again?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Show us Joshua Báez.
History is made.
I hit my first home run.
Greatest game ever played.
That's how you do it, Mom.
It's Jason Bourne.
It is Jason Bourne.
Yes. Show us Mason Wynn.
You are so wrong.
Oh, he's dropped.
Dropped yesterday.
He was dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was dropped. He was
He's batting seventh yesterday, but it's a lefty in the lineup, guys.
Could you even?
I didn't think about it.
I appreciate your honesty.
I didn't
Carey,
think about it.
don't feel bad. When you said Jordan Walker at 3, I almost went, wait. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know who's on the bump.
Lefty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who you got here? Nathan Church? Jimmy Crooks? The guy?
I know he has moved up Church in the past.
Fermin's been in this spot.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue against the Ferminator.
Well, who would?
Who would?
It's your guy.
Show us the Ferminator.
What a shame.
Wow, Ollie soured on him.
Well, we
That
need
was quick.
Yeah, didn't take long.
We need a lefty, I think, fellas. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I would try Church.
Yeah, show us Nathan Church.
No, no, no.
Show us
Oh, we're running downhill.
Jimmy
we are.
Crooks.
What the hell?
A lefty? Come on, Carey.
You just said Nathan Church.
Yeah, but he plays.
We've gone through Wynn, Fermin, Church, and Crooks.
Torres.
No.
What about Blaze Jordan?
I thought about Blaze moving him up, giving the young guy a chance to move up in the lineup.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Show us Blaze Jordan.
It was Johnny Hopkins and Sloan Kettering, and they were blazing that up every day.
Okay.
Now I think it's Nathan Church.
Now I think it's Wynn.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Go ahead, Carey.
Show us Mason Wynn.
Shortstop. That's right. Now and forever. Forever and ever. Shortstop.
We aren't in the top 10. Wait. This is bull. He's the best in the business.
Best arm in baseball.
So is Báez playing then?
I think it's probably Church and then Báez.
Go ahead.
Show us Nathan Church.
Stupid.
Oh, this is for me.
Stupid.
Or is it Pereira in center field?
Nah, I don't mind that.
It's Pereira?
Everson Pereira.
Everson.
Show us. Everson Pereira.
That's ridiculous.
You guys are struggling.
This guy be the Terminator. That's how it works with Carey.
Yeah. Nice.
That's how it works. When you're on Carey's team, that's how it works.
I didn't think y'all were
and you
paying
make a
attention.
mistake.
Oh, yeah, I was paying attention.
You guys are really bad.
Yeah.
I know we lost, but you guys were the reason.
Wow. Had my guy.
Show us Jose Fermin.
Hello, local utility.
Oh, shut up. Jeez. Go ahead.
Báez?
It's got to be.
Sure. Show us Pedro Báez.
Now, you see what I did there, kids? I didn't even try to go for that ball. Most coaches will tell you, drop down, try to block the ball, but that's dumb. This position is called catcher. It ain't called drop and block the ball like a...
All right, Marsh, run that thing.
All right, leading off your second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt. Batting second, the DH, Ivan Herrera. Batting third in right field, Jordan Walker. Your cleanup hitter, first baseman, Alec Burleson. Batting fifth in left field is Joshua Báez. Batting sixth, playing third base, Blaze Jordan. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting eighth in center field is Jose Fermin. And batting ninth, catching, Pedro Báez.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair, stay fair!
Go fair, go fair!
I don't believe what I just saw.
Home run.
Wow.
All right. Nobody had Herrera last night, right?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
I will take Ivan Herrera.
2 days in a row.
Yes. When you're hot, you're hot.
Who'd you pick? Herrera?
Herrera.
I'm going to go with Báez.
Oh, wow. He's going to find something there. Give me Jordan Walker.
Give me Alec Burleson.
Okay. All right. There you have it. There's your lineup for tonight. Cardinals, Reds, Andrew Abbott, Kyle Leahy. Cardinals 64 and 62 on the year. In the wild card race, we're looking for a little bit of an update following the Cardinals' loss last night. Cardinals are 3 games back of the San Diego Padres for the last wild card spot. Padres lost last night. In fact, all of the teams that are vying for that third wild card all lost last night. Padres, Diamondbacks, Marlins, Cardinals, and Pirates. Well, Pirates we can eliminate for now.
Wow.
So Cardinals, Marlins, Diamondbacks, Padres all lost. You got to lose, guys. Make sure everybody else does too.
There you go.
Or try to win when they lose.
Yeah, that's probably better. Yep. We have your shot. We have your shot to win a free 4-pack of tickets to this year's Blues and Brews on Friday evening, September 18th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for the blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from the Bobby Ford Band and Matt Jordan, plus appearances by blues players, food trucks, on-stage festivities, and more. Tickets are on sale for the Blues and Brews presented by Michelob Ultra, 101 ESPN, and Scott Lee Heating Company. Find all the details and your shot to score free tickets right now at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN mobile app. Now we'll get into which college football fan base Paul Feinbaum ticked off today. That's next on 101 ESPN. This is Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Paul Feinbaum was on First Take today, and the discussion was whether or not Indiana is being disrespected because they're the 6th. They're ranked 6th right now in the AP poll. Mm-hmm. And Feinbaum decided to take kerosene and throw it all over that Indiana football program.
Oh, boy.
Whatever you want to say about Josh Hoover, he is not going to be Fernando Mendoza. I think everybody can bank on that. They're going to come back a little bit this year. I think they're still a playoff team, 10-2 at the worst, but that's still not worthy of being number 1 or number 2. So I understand Indiana graduates all over the country are now starting to sound like Ohio State graduates and Alabama graduates and Notre Dame graduates, but slow down a little bit, okay, IU? You've had your day. You'll have some fun, but you're not winning the national championship this year.
I don't think what he said was outlandish at all.
I think the way he said it was a little bit hurtful.
That's just how he is. That's who he is.
He did take shots at the scheduling for Indiana in the full clip.
He did.
But he's done that a lot. He did that with Oklahoma, too.
Oh, he crushed Oklahoma. Yeah, he said that how anybody thinks that Oklahoma's going to be a top 10 team this year, they're basically idiots. I don't know if he's wrong.
Here's the problem that I had, and I wish you had Evan Cohen, who had another part to that afterwards,
right, where
he told them to close their eyes and gave them all the statistics and all the information, and now said that team is Alabama. Where do you rank them? And Paul Feinbaum put up the number 1.
Yeah,
because what he didn't mention is, no one knew who the hell Fernando Mendoza was prior to ending up at Indiana and going on a Heisman campaign.
His mom and dad did. He got a great family.
Mario Cristobal did. He was from Miami. People knew him. I apologize. I spoke. That was harsh. None of us knew who Fernando Mendoza was going into that year.
He wasn't getting the hype.
Nobody probably didn't deserve it because he was at California. Was a good quarterback, wasn't highly sought after in the transfer portal. And what Curt Cignetti and that staff did was put a system around him that he played, in my opinion, flawlessly. And he played it well for the first 8 weeks when he was a system quarterback, and he played it well for the last 8 weeks where he was a quarterback that was able to do any and everything that needed to be done to find ways to win. Nobody knew who Fernando Mendoza was other than those closest to him. Right, Anthony?
That's right.
He came in and did a fantastic job. Curt Cignetti has had 2 quarterbacks in the last 2 years because Curtis Rourke was also a top 10 Heisman finalist the year before. This is his 3rd quarterback. Josh Hoover, coming into Indiana, has played 4 years at TCU. Anthony, how many yards do you think Fernando Mendoza ended up with in his collegiate career?
In his entire collegiate career?
Yeah, he played 3 seasons, 2 seasons at Cal, 1 season at Indiana, resulting in a Heisman Trophy winner. What do you think that number is?
1,200.
1,200 yards?
12,000.
12,000 yards?
Yes.
8,247.
Okay.
In 3 seasons. He only played 3 seasons of college football.
Did he have around the 2,000 mark for each season at Cal, and then roughly 4,000?
He had 1,700 in his first year at Cal, 3,000 in his second year, and then 3,500 in his first year at Indiana, his lone year at Indiana. Josh Hoover, what do you think his numbers are for 3 seasons at TCU?
3 seasons at TCU.
You won't count the first season. You threw 1 pass.
It's a hell of a pass, though.
I say
it was 2 yards.
I say 8,000 yards.
9,600 in 3 seasons. So when you tell me that they are the same quarterback, one, they're not. Mm-hmm. No one, again, other than his family, Anthony, knew about Fernando Mendoza coming in. No one expected him to have the season that he had. Josh Hoover is a much more sought-after quarterback than Fernando Mendoza was, that has played higher level of football in his 3 years at TCU. My expectation from what I've seen from Curt Cignetti and his staff and the team around at Indiana, they're going to be a college football playoff team, and their quarterback is going to be in the college football Heisman conversation. Because the last 2 years, that's what it has been. Curtis Rourke was in the conversation. He finished top 10. And Fernando Mendoza finished number 1. So, and that's what Evan Cohen was saying to them. If I tell you that the quarterback that's coming in now was more sought after than the quarterback that just won the Heisman, if I tell you that they brought back all of these things, the coach has done this a couple of times already, and I told you that this was Alabama, you would tell me that's the number one team in the country.
Right.
But Indiana doesn't get that respect. And Paul Feinbaum, I think he's very intelligent, but I think he's heavily biased when it comes to SEC.
I don't think
there's no question about that.
Yeah.
Like the way that he views the SEC greater than is part of the reason why I don't like SEC folks.
I was going to say, Carey, you can't be sitting there in your big, beautiful glass house throwing stones.
Yeah. I got the money to fix the glass. I'm going to throw them stones.
You got a little bit of Big Ten love, too.
I do, but I'm also very honest about what I watch.
I know.
And if there's a team that earns that right to be, named in certain regards, then I give them that credit. I don't shy away from that. I don't care who they are. But I think SEC folks have the notion of we're the SEC and we're greater than. And here we are, Indiana, national champs from last year, quarterback transition, as do most teams coming into coming from the offseason into the regular season, and they just won the national championship. And the quarterback that they're bringing in, now I don't know if he's going to play better than Fernando Mendoza. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I do know that his collegiate career up until this point, before he got to Indiana, was greater than Fernando Mendoza's career before he got to Indiana. Mm-hmm. And so the notion that that it's a worse player coming in is completely wrong and false. And so those are the things that bother me about the SEC folks.
Well, that's a great breakdown. So I would, based on everything you just said, CD, I would assume that you believe that Indiana is being disrespected at number 6. Being ranked at number 6.
Yeah, I would say that.
I mean, if you gave any credit, if I gave
a damn about a preseason poll, yes, right. I would say if you're gonna look at it as a whole,
Jamie, yeah,
then I just pointed at him this time.
Yeah.
That's right. Then yes, they are being disrespected because what they are bringing back, along with the team that they got a lot of players that got drafted, obviously, as does some of the other teams.
Let me ask a question. Shouldn't they be ranked number 1? And hear me out. If we're doing these dumb preseason polls anyways, we're doing this stuff, they're the defending champs. Until they lose a game, they're the national champions. And well, on paper and this, I get it. Then they'll drop, won't they? But they're the champs. Start them at number 1. And if they're not as good as a number 1 team in the 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in, we'll find out. It'll drop quickly.
Hell, Texas was number 1 because Arch Manning was his name.
My point.
There was nothing other than that gave, in my opinion. And I could be wrong.
I think you're
but Arch Manning was the quarterback, and that his last name was Manning. Texas is number 1.
But that's how dumb
that's
these
how
things
last
are.
year went. So you don't know.
These rankings wind up being marketing for college football. That's all it is. It's just marketing for college football.
Well, and if that's the case, Anthony, you're 100% right, because what's more marketable? Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame, Texas, or Indiana?
That's correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your top 5, right there. Yeah. That's marketable. You're right. The biggest names.
That's correct.
I'll tell you what, though. I think these rankings is actually a good thing for Indiana because of the mentality that Curt Cignetti brings to that program now.
Yeah, they won a national championship, so they're a program.
They have a chip on their shoulder. They won a national championship. Yeah. There's people out there that don't think they can do it again because they're not one of these historic programs. I think this is a good thing for Indiana. I wouldn't feel, to a degree, as a fan, I would feel somewhat slighted, but I'd also feel like, hey, let's go prove them wrong once again.
If they do it again, this dude's a damn genius. A college football genius, because it's not like Indiana has had high rankings after high rankings after high rankings like with Alabama under Nick Saban. It was just a factory line. He built it to that. Kirby Smart at Georgia, he built that conveyor belt of prospects and top, the portal and everything being open, like the top guys coming in. Indiana had to start from scratch and is still like restarting from scratch in some respects. Because, again, it's not like Curt Cignetti has been developing this pipeline for years now. So if he were to do it again, that's damn impressive.
It is very impressive.
To say the least.
It's college football has changed, right? There's no more stockpiling 4 and 5 stars on your roster for years to come. Like, those guys are leaving and going to Indiana. They're going to Vanderbilt. They're going to programs where they can have an opportunity to start right now and not have to sit behind. You're not going to see a running back room with Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, marking. Like, you're not going to see a running back room that has all of those guys waiting on their. It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. They're going elsewhere and they're going to play. STL Chris says in the YouTube chat, there isn't a single team I would take Indiana over in the top 5. That's interesting. They beat both Indiana and they beat both Oregon and Ohio State last year, and they're both ranked higher than them. So you don't have to take them, but the teams that are ahead of them, 2 of them, they beat last year.
With Mendoza.
Those teams don't have the
and
same
Elijah
players.
Surratt.
True.
And Omar Cooper.
Again.
And
they
Caleb.
do have the same quarterbacks, though.
And
I think
those 2 do have the same quarterbacks.
I feel that is a huge factor into
and again,
this ranking.
Josh Hoover, in my opinion, should on paper should be better. Now that's a lot to say, but numbers-wise, he should be better than what Fernando Mendoza was last year.
Do you know why I like Josh Hoover?
Why?
Because Cignetti picked him.
That's a good one.
And I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's somebody that understands what he's looking at in certain quarterbacks. It's not unlike Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay or Harbaugh. Those guys have a knack, or Bill Walsh way back in the day. Bill Walsh was the best at it. Understanding what that quarterback does well and what he can do in his offense, his being Walsh's or Shanahan's. I think Cignetti knows what he's doing.
Look what Cignetti did with Mendoza.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he knows what he's doing.
Point.
Yeah.
He wasn't like this massive top blue chip.
Right.
But Cignetti grabbed him and he won the Heisman and won the national championship.
Yeah, if he was, he wouldn't have been at Indiana.
He wouldn't have went to Indiana.
Right. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Did the Cardinals finally develop the 2 big outfield bats that they've been waiting for or been chasing on the trade market? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony Stewie has been our friend for many years now, and we have worked alongside him proudly because when you're out in the community, people come up to you and they talk to you about great experiences with Stewie and Stewart's American Mortgage Corporation. Just last night, had a couple come up to me and said that they were having trouble getting financing through their lender. There was a bunch of things they didn't understand, and they were panicking. They were crying. The wife was crying. And the husband said, hey, let's call Stewie. And apparently, Stewie picked up the phone and within a couple of hours had solved their problem and got them to the closing table. And they were so thankful. And that's what he does. He's out there helping people all the time. You think it's a dead end. Even if it is, it doesn't matter. Call Stewie. He has ideas. He's going to help you.
It doesn't surprise me at all because we've heard stories like this before. And I think people kind of go with somebody that they know, which is fine because it's comfortable. We're going with Stewie. We go with Stewie because it's comfortable. But then when you finally pick up the phone and you call or text him and you lay out your potential issue, and I've heard it before, like, I don't know if he can help me. No, he can. He's so good at building programs or finding things that'll help to get you to the closing table or help relieve you if you are dealing with a bunch of debt or anything like that. Stewie can help, but you have to help yourself by picking up the phone. 314-324-4440. That's his personal cell phone number.
Again, 314-324-4440.
Or you could Google the bagel loan, get the information right there. Tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you. It's Stewie from Stewart's American Mortgage Corporation.
NMLS number 226715.
Now listen to 101 ESPN On Demand. Get caught up on all our shows and podcasts at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 mobile app. 101 ESPN podcasts are presented by the Schaefer Door Company.
Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. So I know that Joshua Báez doesn't have a hit since his 3-home run debut, but this is somebody that is smashing the ball. And at some point, I'm sure that the ball will start to find some holes, especially with how hard he hits it. My question to you guys, did the Cardinals finally find the 2 power bats that they've been searching for now for many years? And I would say it goes back to when they traded for Paul Goldschmidt. They brought him in from Arizona. Great deal. They pounced because they knew Arizona wasn't going to pay him. So they decided to bring him in. They didn't give up a lot. Signed him to a very reasonable deal. But almost immediately after that, they were like, okay, now we need somebody to complement him. Carey, I know you and I disagree on this, but I thought the biggest mistake the Cardinals have made over the last 10 years was shipping 2 pitchers to Miami for Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna was fine, especially in the second year he was very good, but you gave up two pitchers that wound up, one turned into a Cy Young winner, and the other one, Zach Gallen, has been at least serviceable, and he's had one really good year, but you gave up 2 pitchers to bring in Ozuna. You wanted that because you wanted to pair Ozuna up with Goldschmidt. Didn't work out. They decided to let Ozuna walk. They bring in Nolan Arenado several years after that. But they've been constantly searching for the 2 big bats, maybe not outfield bats, but 2 big bats. They haven't been able to find them. I realize that the outcome still may be questionable when it comes to Báez and Walker. But I am buying the possibility that the Cardinals have found their 2 big power bats without declaring what the outcome's going to be. I think the possibility is certainly there.
You just like the way that they got it this time.
Yes.
More so than how they got it last time.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I think that's
does
fair.
make a difference.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's cheaper. Didn't cost you as much in trade pieces or value.
Correct.
And literally didn't cost you as much financially.
No.
That's why you like it.
Yes.
Well, and I like the runway, too, is a lot longer. Like with Ozuna, I felt like the runway was short. You're going to get a couple of years out of him, and then he's going to test the market, and it was going to be a short marriage, no matter what.
And he actually,
in my opinion,
who knows? He said he wanted to come back to St. Louis. I think the Cardinals decided to move on because they had some questions about his character and outfield stuff. They didn't want to invest in somebody that they didn't necessarily fully trust.
And he went on to have more problems down in Atlanta.
He did.
Now he played great baseball, or great offensively.
Yeah, right.
But off the field, it was a headache for the Braves and for Major League Baseball. So maybe ethically the decision was right for the Cardinals. Professionally, maybe it was wrong. I don't know. I'm not in those meetings. But I do like the way they've gotten this guy, Báez and Jordan Walker. Báez comes out with the 3 home runs, and everybody's top of the world on this guy. Then he goes 0 for gopher following the 3 home runs. But what people are overlooking, and I'm not a big stats guy, but the hard hit rate of his outs, most of them have been off the charts, how hard he's hit the ball. So he's had some unlucky baseball for him. So I'm okay with it. If it starts to look really ugly where he's chasing, where he's staring at pitches, where he's not making hard contact, then I'll worry. But he's also still a young man. He's a kid. Mm-hmm. He's in his first little string of Major League Baseball, the best players in the world. And you look at his physical stature and physically what he was able to do in his first outing, and still what he's been able to do, how hard he's been able to hit the baseball at the Major League level, where let's not forget, he's still figuring it out too. So, yes, pitchers are trying to figure him out.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you that the pitchers' database, in my opinion, has a lot more variables to it. They have a lot more material on every game he's played, the pitches he's chased, his percentage of hitting this one, that one, the other one. Like, they have all that stuff. Whereas his database with the pitcher, he's actively building one apart from someone else's scouting report.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there's going to be some ups and downs with this guy. But I think as long as he keeps hitting the baseball hard, just like the other guy we're talking about, Jordan Walker, a lot of people were down on him, me included. But Carey kept saying he hits the ball hard. He hadn't figured it out yet. And this year, he's hit the ball hard. He's figured it out. He's having a breakout season at the major league level. And I think he's, 2 years older than Báez?
Mm-hmm.
Makes me feel pretty confident that I think they do have their guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I think they have figured some things out in terms of the power. I'm excited to see Báez has been hitting the ball extremely hard, and I'm looking forward to when he gets some of that good luck from hitting the ball so dang on hard that it finds a spot in the field.
It will, yeah.
And then he starts to gain more confidence. Saturday he was through the roof. Like he probably went home like, man, this game's easy. And he woke up Sunday, got to the partner like, man, this game's hard. Like it just fluctuates from day to day. And so, but I do think you have your corner outfielders, and I think that's a great thing to have. Like each part of this season, you're building on the future of the St. Louis Cardinals organization. You have your middle infielders tied in for a number of years. Those two guys you hope are going to be there 150 to 162 games every night playing that position. Your corner outfielders, you're answering those questions. First base, probably, if you trust Burley to, even though he's older than the rest of those guys, you got your first baseman. You're still looking for your everyday center fielder. You're still looking for potentially your everyday third baseman, and you're still looking for your everyday catcher. But if you tell me that 4 or 5 of the positions are solidified for the next 4 to 5 years, what am I complaining about?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, and you're not pushing back too hard either.
No.
You brought up the duo in Walker and Báez, and Carey, you just mentioned Alec Burleson. I think you can throw him into this mix too, and then you have a trio of players who can slug. And I don't know if the Cardinals have had something like that, and I'm not trying to say that these guys will ultimately be like the dudes in 2011, but you had Lance Berkman in right field, you had Matt Holliday in left field, and you had Albert Pujols at first base. So you had the first baseman who can hit, you had the 2 corner outfielders who can hit. I don't know if the Cardinals have had something like that since, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Again,
it's been a while.
I don't know if they're going to be hitting 30-plus home runs. We hope they are. They have that potential.
Yeah.
But I think this is great for the Cardinals. And who knows who else can, when the Cardinals start to spend, who knows what else they bring in.
Well, and that is where the roster building comes in, where you fill certain spots via the drafts. Carey had mentioned, hey, you seemingly like it. You like it way better that they've drafted these guys.
Yeah.
The method to acquiring these, absolutely. But if you check off enough spots via the drafts, and you only have 1 or 2 holes, that is when free agency, I think, can complement what you're doing with the draft. The draft should always be the lifeblood of your organization. You should always have that minor league system flowing, depth, quality depth, whether you're going to use it for trades or use it to, fill in your big league roster. It's important. If you can treat free agency like it's kind of intended to, which is just going out and putting yourself over the top when you need something, then I think that's great. Certain teams can spend at will. Cardinals are not one of them.
Well, here's what I think. Yes, you're right. They're not able to year after year after year after year spend like Dodgers, Mets, Red Sox, Yankees. Pick your pony, the Phillies. But the way they're set up right now gives me confidence that they'll be able to dip their toes in the deep end. A lot of these players are going to be on team-controlled contracts, which means the dollar value is not super high.
Yeah.
So then you're able to spend above and beyond. Will they? I have no idea. I don't know. Or are the Cardinals the next version of the Brewers? To where we're just going to get to a certain threshold. That's what we do. Otherwise, then once we're done with that, we're going to get rid of you. You're too expensive. We're bringing the next cost-controlled guy.
I hope not. I don't foresee them being that way. But
I'd like to think that they wouldn't be, based on the fact that the ownership knows the history of this ball club, and when it is time to go for it, you do.
Mm.
Now, again, who knows what the finances will look like when that window becomes open for the Cardinals. But what I like about what Chaim Bloom has done is he has lowered the payroll by developing cost-controlled players who are impactful in the lineup. So then when they do want to go above and beyond, if they choose to, finances should, in theory, be available because you're spending less on important pieces of your team who have not been paid yet.
Right.
Kind of like football. Quarterback hasn't been paid yet. You have a greater chance of winning. This is what I think the Cardinals are trying to emulate in their version of that.
Sure. Yeah, I think you're right. And again, going back to, I do not think that the Cardinals are going to turn into the next version of the Brewers or the Rays, where they develop these guys and then ship them out right before. It is a hope. I don't think it's going to be that way. I think that this ownership group is willing to spend to a certain degree, and the fact that they are not spending right now and developing their next group, their next core, I think is excellent. Because when it is time to spend, then you can actually make some difference. Mm-hmm. You can make an impact with every signing that you have. You had a little bit of leeway, not as much as the Dodgers, where basically it's mistake free. They don't have to worry about
it's pretty cushioned.
Repercussions, because Major League Baseball handed them a situation that nobody else has in Major League Baseball.
We did get a text from 636. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this specific text. The guys being so close in age means they're all going to need contracts around the same time, so it's cheap now. But if you keep them, if you keep the 4 or 5 big guys now and a Doyle and Franklin, it will get really expensive quick.
Well, it all depends where they're at in their contract and where they're at in their ARB. So I don't know all of the answers
and
to
where
that.
they are in their career. They might not all be $100 million, $200 million players at the same time.
Right.
If they all hit at the same time, meaning like if all of their contracts are up at the same time, yeah, that's probably a big problem. And they're exceeding what you thought. That's probably a big financial problem.
Well, and I would like to think that the Cardinals want to put themselves in that situation because that's how you lose your job.
Right.
And I don't think Chaim Bloom is that type of person. We have confidence in the Blues to figure out their cap situation, when to pay players, how much to pay them in their timeline of contention. Hopefully that all comes together at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a similar feeling that Chaim Bloom will do the same.
Well, good.
You don't agree, Anthony?
I do.
It didn't sound like it.
No, I do.
Gary. You said good.
I don't know, man. You gotta watch that guy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
By the way, I'm going to throw this out there. This is for TMA. So if anybody from TMA is listening or a listener of TMA,
yeah,
you can clip this off. Oh. You can find this text. I'm going to read it off. From the 314. With blue caps on the road comes all the blue accessories and shoes. All this blue is going to make me puke. What are we, the Cubs now? Next, the Blues will be wearing red helmets on the road. So stupid. Just to be clear, I don't like the Navy road caps. Whatever, dude.
Tell me how you really feel.
What color were the caps last night in the game?
Navy.
Were they the Navy ones?
Yeah, they wear them on the road now.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were every single game because a lot of times, like the game before, they didn't because they were wearing their powder blues.
Right.
In the series before against Chicago. So I don't know.
That's the powder blues, though, Jamie.
Mm-hmm. You like those powder blues?
Man, I do. Love it.
I
powder
love
blue.
those.
I like to call it powder blue for the sake of powder blue.
What?
Yeah, and that's okay.
A lot of teams like to mix in some powder blue.
Anthony, what are you saying? No, say it.
He doesn't like powder blue. He hates
it's not the best look.
He hates the Blues' new home uniforms.
It's not the best look.
That's St. Louis blue.
Are you okay, man?
I don't think the powder. I don't think the powder blues that they wear now necessarily match what they used to wear.
I agree.
There's something off.
Well, you know what it was.
It's a different company.
In the 80s, they had those stripes on the sleeve and at the collar. It was red, white, and navy blue, and it made the light blue, the powder blue, pop more. Plus, you have the buttons included, which they didn't have at that time, so it just looks different.
It's just a jersey,
but it still looks good. It just looks different.
I don't like you guys just hating for the sake of hate. You know, we should have a lot more love in our life.
Yeah, I don't know what his problem is, man.
Who, him? No,
Yeah,
come
him.
on. Come on.
I think it's just different. I think the powder blue back in the day was better.
I'm disappointed in you.
No, you're not.
I kind of expect.
Well, first of all, we're not the Royals, so.
No, we're the Cardinals, and they wore these uniforms in the 80s. When I was a child.
Yeah.
Saw it.
They're
with
better.
my own eyes.
They're better in the 80s.
I seen it.
I know who
jersey
you're
or
making
the
fun
team?
of, Anthony. You're making fun of the Cubs and their City Connect jerseys that are powder blue.
Nah, he not thinking about the Cubs. He's hating on the Cardinals right now.
I'm not hating on them.
You are?
I'm saying the powder blue of now does not look as good as the powder blue back in the day. Okay? In the Lord's year of 1987. Okay? Any other questions?
Nope.
Thank you. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. How do you properly evaluate players with a rising cap, such as the NHL has? That's next on 101 ESPN.
Nothing more fun than celebrating. How about celebrating America turning 250 years old? That's right. Circa Sports started this promotion in July in honoring America turning 250, and it continues right now for all users in Missouri. Download the Circa Sports app, or if you currently have it, that's fine. You just sign up for the promotion. You put $250 in, and once you play through that $250, Circa Sports puts another $250 right back into your account, and then you're free to do whatever you want at that point. If you love player props, every single day they've got great player props in different sports, and the parlays are really, really easy to put together. Maybe you got a feeling about a futures bet. You think you can predict the World Series champ, the Super Bowl champ, the Stanley Cup champ, you name it. Circa Sports has it right there available for you. And let's not forget, they do have the best odds of any app that is currently out there on the market. And it is extremely user-friendly. Sports betting the way it should be over there at Circa Sports. For more information, visit circasports.com. Again, that's circasports.com. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So, Marsh, I know that you had a question about whether or not, not whether or not, but how do you properly evaluate players with a rising cap, such as the NHL?
Yeah, so Cutter Gauthier of the Anaheim Ducks reportedly rejected a 4-year, $13 million AAV contract offer from said Ducks. He had 40-plus goals last season, pretty good player. Started his career in Philly. We know how all that nonsense went. Not great. So there is a little bit of I don't know what the proper word would be. Maybe some drama surrounding this player, but he is a really good hockey player.
Yeah, 41 goals will tell you he's pretty good.
I would say so.
Yep.
And of course, his teammate, Leo Carlsson, received the offer sheet from the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Ducks had to match it. And so I'm looking at this, and he's declining a good chunk of money, which before this rising cap, I would assume a lot of players would have taken said deal. But now that the cap is rising, he's saying no. So I'm wondering, okay, Leo Carlsson, the offer sheet, how much did that change everything? And we've had multiple discussions about that. But ultimately, how do you properly assess what a 40-goal scorer should make when other players are making different amounts of money? His own teammate is not a 40-plus goal scorer, but he's making $18 million. So I know it had been reported that he is looking at somewhere in the range of $15 million. So how do you properly assess these players with this cap going up?
Yeah, this is going to be one of the most confusing times for the National Hockey League as far as contracts are concerned and comparables for players. Leo Carlsson is nowhere near Connor McDavid. He's nowhere near Nathan MacKinnon, Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes. Pick your superstar player. He's not there yet. Yet he's making the second most amount of money in the NHL. So the market is screwed up right now. It is. And GMs and player agents are all trying to find the truth in what the market really truly is. Now, Cutter Gauthier, 41 goals. Better player than Leo Carlsson as far as goals scored. Mm-hmm. He's not going to get $18 million. Mm-mm. So it's very difficult right now with the cap rising as quickly as it has. Players and player agents are loving it. But it's really hard for teams to know what the tiers are. Usually you know the top-tier player, top-tier quarterback on your team. Like, well, the next guy up is this guy. He'll probably make this much. You just know because that's where it's at. Right now, Leo Carlsson is at the top of the food chain. Macklin Celebrini, love that deal. Not one person in hockey is going to dispute that deal. He projects to be every bit of Sidney Crosby. All around. Leadership, play on the ice, good dude, all of that stuff. Leo Carlsson, there's a lot of question marks because Philly hammered the housefly with a sledgehammer, forcing Anaheim to either lose one of their top players or top prospects or the franchise player, or they got to match the offer, which is outlandish. Mm-hmm. They matched the offer. So $18 million is on the books now. It's official everywhere. Everybody who's up for contract now is taking their stats, their underlying numbers, their projections, and they're overlaying it onto Leo Carlsson and going, tell me why my guy's not $18 million or more. He's a better player. Right. He's bigger. He's stronger. He's faster. He scored more goals. Whatever the case may be. So that screws up the market.
It is going to be fascinating looking back. I'll just project 5 years, how impactful that offer sheet was for this league in terms of players, how much they make, the way that you can actually construct a roster, keeping certain players happy with their contract or whatever it may be. The Flyers did something. They weren't even successful at it, and it completely reshaped the league.
Yeah, it goes to show you, like when Army did it, all things considered, everybody thought it was like, this savage move. It was. Just because of the nature of it, but the dollar value wasn't savage. Mm-mm. Was it more than what those players were projected to make? Yeah, just a little bit more. But it wasn't like $18 million as opposed to $12 million. Because that's probably where Leo Carlsson fits in today's market. I wouldn't even put him there because I compare him to the best players in the league. Right now, I think Nathan MacKinnon's making, what, 13 million? Maybe 14? Leo Carlsson, to me, if I'm building a team, Nathan MacKinnon, I'm going to take him ahead of Leo Carlsson right now. So the market's screwed up now. I don't know how you fix it until the cap slows down. Because every year you're going to have a situation like this now, especially where teams are now very, very comfortable with the offer sheet process. And having talked to my agent not too long ago, who is Leo Carlson's agent, I got all the backstory on how that all went down and how they orchestrate these things. And it's wild. Teams are more than happy to hear about a player and to contemplate offer sheets now. Goes back to what we've said for many moons now. The restricted free agent that's coming out of their entry-level deal is now the unrestricted free agent as far as getting paid is concerned.
What with that?
Because you're going to want to keep team control as long as you can and lock him up rather than giving a whole bunch of money to a guy that's old.
Makes sense.
Well, now I'm thinking, okay, and this would be absolutely fantastic if Jimmy Snuggerud, who I think can reach 35-plus goals, his shot, he's got the package, he's got the potential to do it.
The ability, for sure.
Has the ability to do it. I know he's a young player, well, so is Cutter Gauthier. But if Jimmy Snuggerud can do that, and now we have Cutter Gauthier saying, nah, I'm good on $13 million. Well, now the number could rise for a Jimmy Snuggerud. And how does that impact for the Blues?
And the risk of an offer sheet.
100%.
Because Jimmy Snuggerud is a restricted free agent following this upcoming season, which means a team with tons of cap space. He's from Minnesota area, right?
Yes, I went to Minnesota.
The Wild won't have a ton of cap space, so that's fine. But it could be a team that is missing a Jimmy Snuggerud that says, yeah, you know what? We'll give you $15 million a year. And the Blues are like, well, we thought the number was like 10.
Right.
He's making $950,000 right now. Like, if we're going to give him 10. No, the number's 15. And if you go over the course of 7 years, that's an astronomical amount of money that he would be turning down to stay with Blues.
Sure.
So you really are, it's a massive game of chess now with big dollar amounts heading out the door.
That's Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. Let's do our Sports Six-Pack next. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. So if you have any questions for us, send it there. We'll do part one of our Sports Six-Pack next. I love Don's Garage Doors. They came out to my house about a month or two ago, and they provided not just a service for me, but they also took care of kind of my education when it comes to garage doors, because probably like you, I don't really think much about the garage door. It opens up, it closes, until, of course, you deal with something major, and then the garage door won't open. About 10 years ago, a spring broke, and the garage door was completely useless outside of, moving it up and down manually. If you're somebody that wants to stay ahead of things, you like to, when you're looking around the home, again, take care of all the maintenance and making sure you don't have a big repair down the road, call Don's Garage Doors at 866-4-DON'S Door today, because they have a complete garage door tune-up for just $29.95. So for under $30, it's an easy way to stay ahead of problems and potentially avoid a major repair down the road. If you are looking to completely replace your garage door, now's the time to do it with Don's Garage Doors. Don's is offering $500 off a new insulated garage door, plus 0 payments for 12 months, fast financing approvals, and no surprise fees. So that number again, 866-4-DON'S Door, or visit them at donsgaragedoors.com. Garage Doors shouldn't be talking to you. Make sure that you have the experts work on it. That's Don's Garage Doors.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals are back at it once again tonight at Great American Ballpark, taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Kyle Leahy will take the mound for the Cardinals, and he will face off against Andrew Abbott. First pitch is at 5:40. Coming up next, we have our Sports Six-Pack. So send your questions to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. We'll answer those questions next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Time for the Sports Six-Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. So you got any questions, send them there. Marsh, question one, please.
Question number one.
All right, this one piggybacks off of the conversation that we just had. The 618 texted in. I'll ask again for the 20th time. So this person has been wondering this for quite some time, and we are going to answer said question. Why is Robert Thomas not holding out?
He's got every right to if he wants to, but it's not really holding out. So he's already under contract. And although he'd probably like to make 12 or 13 or 14 million, he signed a deal. And I don't know how the other leagues work, but in the NHL, you're free to sit at home, but you will be suspended without pay. That's it. So you sit at home. You can't practice or play or anything in the NHL. Any NHL rink, the practice facility is banned for you. The training staff, any equipment that you need, not allowed to, no access to it. But you can sit out. You can hold out. Nobody does that anymore. The new way of doing it is the Matthew Tkachuk, Brady Tkachuk, Dylan Larkin. Try to get as much leverage as you possibly can on your team and force your way out, which some people are okay with it. Some people hate it. To me, it's just a different arm of the business being used, bottom line. But yeah, Robert Thomas could sit out, but I don't see why. He wants to be captain of this team. He wants to put up big numbers. Robert Thomas, his contract, when it expires, he's still going to be at a really good age to get another kick at the can, which means the next wave of contract. Imagine where it'll be the next time Robert Thomas becomes available for free agency. I think it's like 4 years from now, something like that.
Yeah.
He'd be $25, $30 million. Who knows where they're at that point?
And he's what, 26 right now?
Yeah, I think he's 26 or 27. I'd have to take a look here real quick. But this is why you're not sitting out. One, you'd be foregoing income that you won't get back. Yeah, Thomas is available a UFA in 2031, 2032. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. And his age is currently 27. So at 32, he'll be in line to sign a 3-4 year deal somewhere, maybe north of $20 million, depending on where the market's at. So that's why you don't sit out.
Question number two.
From the 314, what is the ceiling for Illinois and Missouri football programs this year? And of those two, which one is more likely to exceed expectations and which one is more likely to disappoint?
Well, it's got to be Illinois exceeding expectations with Mizzou playing in the toughest conference in the world. The fact that they have a gauntlet every single week, and it's hard to win games in the SEC. By default, you would assume that Illinois has a better opportunity to win more games. Also, with that being said, the team that would be more likely to let you down would be Mizzou because of said gauntlet that there is in the SEC. I mean, football in the SEC is different. They're built different. They're bigger. They're stronger. They're faster. They're better football players than anywhere else in the entire world, so they say. And so, therefore, I would assume that Mizzou would have the hardest time of all the teams in the world, not in the SEC, to actually win a game. Because it's so damn hard to win in the SEC. Anthony, you know.
Boy, that was a masterclass right there. an absolute masterclass.
I'm just speaking facts, man.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, let's check out. Let's check. Not dripping in sarcasm at all. Let's check out this Illinois schedule, shall we?
Let's do it.
So you got UAB, Duke, and then Southern Illinois.
Dub.
Right out the gates. Then you go to number 1, Ohio State.
Dub.
That's going to be tough.
That's going to be tough.
You host Purdue. You're at Michigan State. You have Oregon at home, followed by Maryland, Nebraska, UCLA, Iowa, and Northwestern.
That sounds like so if we're being realistic, 3 wins versus those first 3 games, you're 3-0. Maybe you lose to Ohio State at Ohio State. They're a really good team. You're 3-1. You go home your next couple of weeks. Yeah, maybe, Anthony. Anything can happen. You know that.
Yeah. I got you.
Now you're 5-1 heading into the Oregon game. Maybe you lose that one. You're 5-2. Maryland, Nebraska, UCLA, winnable games.
Mm-hmm.
That puts you at 8-2. Iowa, winnable game. 9-2. Northwestern, winnable game. 10-2. Realistically, somewhere between 8 to 10 wins.
How's the team though? Because I agree. I agree with
that
you.
Is the way that the
schedule sets up.
The
well,
way
but
that
how's
this
the team?
schedule is set up. If this was last year's team, I would say we were going to win easily 10 games without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue what this team is. I don't, because there have been so many. This team is going to be vastly different than the team that they had last year. Last year they were returning 18 starters.
Yeah.
This year, I'm looking at the roster. I think defensively, maybe 3 guys that I can name off the top of my head that were starters, not guys that played significant roles, but starters on last year's team. And offensively, maybe about the same number, 3 to 4, maybe 5 guys offensively.
Yeah, you're almost 3/5 of your offensive line are all transfers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's vastly different from what
transfer.
Different quarterback, different offensive line, receivers. A few of those. Our best receiver from last year is no longer there. The starting running back, even though Khalil Valentine is the starter now, he played a significant role. The starting running back is actually a tight end now, in Caden Fagan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a different. The tight ends are different. Like it's going to be a different team this year offensively. Same coaches for the most part, same coordinators. One coordinator is different. The defensive coordinator is different. Same offensive coordinator. But honestly, I couldn't tell you. Like, and that's why I tell like the preseason rankings. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how this team is going to mesh and how they're going to gel because they have had so many different players. Even the names on here that right now, there's only really one returning starter on that offensive line. That's Brandon Henderson. The other, that's 4 new starters on that offensive line. So it's going to be intriguing to see how it all plays out.
It's funny. I think Mizzou, I don't think there's any question that Mizzou has the better team. I also don't think there's any doubt that Illinois has the easier road. You're talking about 2 potential, pitfalls. Ohio State at Ohio State, and then hosting Oregon.
Correct.
You go to Mizzou's schedule.
Yeah, it is a gauntlet, man.
They're a better team. And I know I'm projecting, but that's all we can do right now. You're hosting Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Then you go on the road the very next week to the Grove. 2 weeks later, after playing Arkansas, you got Texas at home and then at Georgia. You wrap things up at home against Oklahoma.
How many games?
That's a top 10 team.
Right now, yeah.
How many games does Mizzou win in that rough and rugged SEC conference that they play in?
SEC wins or just as a whole?
Jamie. Sorry.
How good is Simmons?
Whatever's easiest for you, okay? Whatever's easiest for you. It's
you're closest to me.
If you need that in your day,
those closest to me,
here for you.
Those closest to you are the ones that you hurt the most, generally.
If you're hurting me makes you feel better, CD, you need that more than me today, and I'm here for you.
Appreciate it.
Nice job, Jamie. How good is Austin Simmons?
That is the question.
Because Austin Simmons can absolutely give life to this offense. Mizzou had Alabama beat last year. Couldn't throw the ball vertically until late. And there were some other games that I would fall into that category as well. Who's the big road game They fought tooth and nail until
last year.
Yeah, until
was it Vanderbilt?
The quarterback got hurt.
It was
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
No, that was a game the defense was outstanding in, and offensively couldn't get much going. Obviously, had the injury right before half. That was another winnable game. So if Austin Simmons is the difference between those games being won, then I think Mizzou could potentially be the team that surprises this year.
I think it's very possible that both teams are disappointments.
You watch your mouth.
It's possible.
Well, yeah. I said it's possible. I didn't say it was probable. I said it was possible.
He did. In fairness, he did say possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett told us.
He did tell us that. He was right. Anything's possible.
All right, why don't we roll it over? We'll do part 2 of the Sports Six Pack. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Keep those questions rolling in. We'll do part 2 next.
question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut's Zwickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack right now. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Marsh, fire away.
Question number 3.
All right, Jamie, you replied to this listener, but I thought this question was hilarious. Not that listener, a different listener. From the 503, if I walk around company logos at work like hockey players do in locker rooms, does that make me crazy?
And what was my response?
Yes, absolutely. LOL.
Absolutely makes you crazy. For sure.
But
you're not supposed to walk on the logo in locker rooms.
Stay off the
How many logos are on the floor in the office, though?
Yeah,
that is true.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Maybe it's
I've never like. Come on, man.
You've never cared about logo?
No, I do.
Well, I thought that's what you're about to say.
But I don't care about if you walk over it. Just if you don't. I've seen some logos. Some teams put the logo on the ceiling.
You know why they do that?
So you don't walk on
It's
it.
rarely walked on there.
Very rarely.
Mm-hmm.
So you're walking on the walls. But yeah,
never know. NHL teams have done that now. All the new locker rooms, because it's become a topic of conversation.
Just people walking around.
And it started a long time ago. I remember when they opened the Kiel Center and all of the other locker rooms, but I'll keep it local here in St. Louis. We had, the logo was, about, I don't know, it wasn't very big.
Mm-hmm.
So you avoided the logo.
Yeah.
But then progressively over the course of time, because of the look of it, it looks really cool to walk in and you get the logo on the floor. But then people were following the same guidelines. There's very little area to walk.
Right.
And like, you got
enough room in here, man.
Where do you want me to go?
And so some teams, like post-game, would have the velvet ropes all around the logo so that the media wouldn't walk on it. And I get it. We don't disrespect the logo. Bobby Plager, you don't let the jersey hit the floor. Like you always hang your jersey up, treat it with respect and class. Yes, I agree. But when the logo is the size of the room, it's pretty tough to avoid it.
Climbing on the lockers, trying to scale our way past.
You know guys walking
right.
around, and so you're like
Tom Cruise in that thing up in the air.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah. So then I think teams were like, okay, how can we have a big, beautiful logo without this being a thing?
Right.
And they said, okay, how about we put it up on the ceiling?
Easy.
Give a little tilt so that when you walk in, you see it. Like the Blues, now their locker is gorgeous. It's beautiful. You see a big logo up top, the cool lighting, and then you don't have to worry about walking on the logo.
It makes sense.
It does. It does. So if you're worried about walking around the logos at work, I think you can relax.
I remember when our guy Zach McCright used to do the morning shows here. And Zach, if you know Zach is a good dude. Like, he is a genuinely good person. When he first got here, I know that somebody in the St. Louis media, and I won't name names, just crushed him because he was doing an interview, and then he must have stepped back a little bit and then had, I don't know, one part of his shoe hit a small piece of the logo in the Blues locker room.
Oh, boy.
And the guy lost it on him, and Zach was just like, all right, no problem. But it makes me think of what you were saying.
Some people don't even know what that is. If you're a reporter, a journalist, and you've finished school or you may not know the rules of the locker room.
Right.
So that's why teams start putting up the velvet ropes.
But to your point, if the logo is taking up 75% of the room,
where do you want me to go, man?
Where do you want me to go?
And if there's 30 reporters or something, what are you going to do? You miss your story?
I'm trying not to disrespect you. You're your logo.
But I got a job, man.
But I got to walk around. I don't know what to tell you. I got to walk.
So I get that. But for me, it was always more about the way you treated the jersey.
Sure.
I hated when guys would throw their jersey towards the laundry and miss it and have it hit the floor.
That drives me crazy.
Especially on the road, because the road you have the room where there's spit on the floor and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Right.
Pick that up.
For me, it's more, it bothered me more because that means somebody else has to pick it up.
Good call.
100%.
Like the equipment managers. Yeah, man, that to me is a symptom of not a good team. It's small things like that, like clean up after yourself. Like my teams, when I coach, hey, man, Ain't nobody else coming in here to clean up after
You know
yourself
what's
on the
alarming,
road.
by the way?
When we would leave places, people would call me and say, man, you all, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's important. Don't leave
you know
it
what's
better than
alarming?
you got it.
You ever been into a dugout following a Major League Baseball game?
A little nasty.
There's probably seeds everywhere.
Seeds.
Marshy,
spit.
there's everything.
Yeah.
There's water, Gatorade, coffee,
High
tobacco,
shoes.
all of this, all on the ground. They have no regard. I don't know if that's just a culture thing, but if, like, our benches in the NHL, and now what they do almost every rink that I've seen is, as soon as the period's over, they come and they mop it. They mop it clean and all that. And the players now, they pick up their things for the most part. It's not always easy. Like if you got a broken nose and you're leaking blood all over the place, it's pretty tough to manage
so much
that.
you can do. Yeah.
But, I used to drive me crazy too. Like, Carey, guys would just take the tape off their pads and just throw it. And then the trainer's got to walk over and pick it up. Like, what is he? Why? He's not your subservient.
That drives that to me.
Couldn't be playing.
Right.
Like,
that to me drives me crazy because, and I had a head coach, Ron Turner, like he would lose his mind. Like when we would go to the hotel, like in the meeting rooms, the conference rooms, we'd have these big rooms, and they have breakout rooms where if you left that room a mess, because it's just like, what the hell? Who the hell are you?
Right.
To not pick up your spit cup that you've been dipping, and somebody else got to see that nasty crap.
Totally.
And now they got to throw it away. You got food that's sitting here because you brought some food. Like, man, just
throw it away.
Clean up after yourself. But be a decent human being.
And all you have to do is be responsible for yourself.
For you.
If everybody is responsible for themselves, we're good.
I totally agree.
We're good here.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy.
I'm sure you guys do it. You guys did it when you coach, but I try to do that too. Hey, guys, whoa. Don't leave until we have this looking better than when we found it. Dugout, all that.
I have coaches right now that I would tell you, we do all of our camps in the summertime. We're in almost every rink in the St. Louis area. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I hang my hat on is that at the end of each day of camp, the arena is impressed with how we managed lots of kids. When lunchtime happens, these kids are all over the place. There's going to be food that falls and spills. I always go to the arena manager, or they have my head coach on site, go to the arena manager and have them ask for all the brooms and buckets that you've got, like your dustpans and a trash can. And we make the kids clean up their own areas. And then at the end of the day, nobody can leave the locker room with their bag until the locker room's clean.
Yeah, perfect.
It's teaching them the right way and respecting your environment.
Yes.
It sets a standard.
We're all sharing this.
100%.
Everybody. Yeah.
Agreed.
Can't keep the common areas clean, man. If your locker is a complete mess, do your thing. You filthy animal.
If you want to be messy at home.
Be messy in your own space, brother, but not in the spaces that we all have to share. You get kicked in your freaking teeth.
You guys mentioned dugouts.
Amen.
Trying to clean up, get your stuff out of the dugout. Nothing bothers me more than playing softball, and when you're trying to get your stuff out, the new team coming in is already in the dugout.
Yep.
Nothing bothers me more than that.
Yeah, wait your turn. Wait your turn.
But also, get out of there a little bit faster. Like on the hop.
Yeah.
Take your time, but
if the other team is moving quickly, no issues. And in fact, I'll even yell at our kids sometimes too, because they're like right there. Yeah. They're like right at the steps of the dugout. Like, hey, guys,
give them a second.
Back up. Let them get out.
It's like the kids at an elevator.
Yeah, they're right there. Right there.
So we just had someone text in from the 636. This is a massive problem, and I'm sure we've all experienced this at some point. But the people that are too cool to wipe down gym equipment.
Yeah.
Just wipe it down.
I have a bigger issue with the people that sit on gym equipment on the phone.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be, that's violent. Never mind. Get your ass up and go take your phone call elsewhere. I was going to say like the rear naked chokehold.
Right.
If you want that, then
why
sit
you gotta be
there.
naked?
That's just the name of the chokehold.
Oh,
you put them in a
bad.
chokehold and you squeeze.
It's important.
As long as you can.
You got to be naked when you do it.
I'm aware.
You know about it.
I agree.
You and Anthony were doing that in the office the other day.
I did.
That wasn't me.
Anthony
showing them.
insisted on being naked, though.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was a little bit weird.
Insisted.
Hey, whatever. He's my friend. Whatever, man.
Insisted. You see the text messages. Hey, man, it'd be a lot cooler if you were naked. That's what he's texting me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, get your
you can set it in a lot easier if you're naked.
No clothes.
Makes sense.
Yeah, to interfere.
You're
No
not
restriction.
beating.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just body on body.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought it was weird when I came in, but you two have known each other
Once you
very
saw
long.
it executed, you know.
I didn't see the whole thing. I walked out.
Oh, you saw
The
the whole
weird
thing.
part was how you stayed. You actually didn't walk
I
out.
walked out. I saw
You walked out to the door, turned around, and stared.
You're like, no, we're working
He
on
grabbed
something.
his coffee, then went to the
Looks a little
doorway,
strange.
turned around, and enjoyed
Marshy
his
was
coffee.
sitting at his computer minding his damn business like it wasn't weird in there.
No,
What really was weird was how Carey had to kind of hide a little bit because he was wearing track pants.
that was weird. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. If you want to participate in the Gauntlet, now's your opportunity. Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN. Auto Centers Nissan is where you can find your next new ride. This month, they've got over 1,000 new and used vehicles all in one location, right off I-55, just minutes from South County. They're located again in Herculaneum. Start online, because when you browse all the new Nissans and the used trucks and the SUVs, the cars, all that, you'll find the different price points. You'll find the vehicles that you like. And then rest assured that when you take your test drive out in Herculaneum, those same vehicles will be there for you. So the same ones that you found at AutoCentersNissan.com when you're doing your pre-work there, you'll be able to test drive those exact vehicles. And not all the dealerships have that. Some dealerships say, that vehicle actually, we've got one like it, but we don't have that exact one. You won't find that issue at Auto Centers Nissan. And when it comes to the pricing, they've got select new Nissans that are available for 0% APR for up to 60 months. Plus, every new Nissan comes with a 30-day return promise. If you're not completely satisfied with the vehicle, bring it back within those 30 days, and they'll give you a full refund. If you're looking for used vehicles, select new and used vehicles. All qualify for no money down and no payments for up to 6 months. And before you go in, go to AutoCentersNissan.com. Choose your vehicle. Find that green Claim My Buyer's Bonus button. Hit that, and you can unlock up to an additional $1,000 off the sales price. When you do head down to Herculaneum, tell me Anthony Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan, Herculaneum.
Warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
All right, time for the Gauntlet. Here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. 403, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. With Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome Jude to the program. What's up, Jude?
What's up, guys?
Appreciate you playing. Thanks for listening. Jude, would you like to take on Marsh, Carey, Jamie, or me in round one?
We'll go with you today.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, Anthony.
Let's go.
That's it?
I just want to stay here and listen to the questions.
Nah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Maybe highly frowned upon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck, Jude.
We don't do no cheating in the fast lane.
No, and we'd much rather have him in the cone of silence. I mean, for the segment, of course. Anthony, don't read into it. You're fine. Anthony making his way to the cone of silence. Jude, while he's doing that, tell Marshy to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
All right. What are you hoping for?
I'm not falling for that trick.
Okay. What do you not want?
I'm not falling for that trick either.
What does Anthony not want?
What does Anthony hate?
Random, right?
Yeah, you got random, brother.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you're supposed to be excited.
I'm not too excited for that one.
Okay. All right, well.
Neither is he.
We're going to have 4 questions that are each worth 2 points. If you use the options, they become worth 1 point. Wrong answers are 0 points. And if we're tied, we'll go to a tiebreaker and we'll get a winner here today. Jude, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go, bud. Question 1. This band has a song with the lyrics, "Thunder only happens when it's raining." Name the band that sings this 1977 hit.
I'm going to need the options on that one.
All right. Is it Fleetwood Mac, Florence and the Machine, or the Eagles?
Fleetwood Mac.
Final answer?
Yes.
Question number 2. In The Little Mermaid, Ariel has multiple friends that helped her along her journey. One of her best friends is a fish named Flounder. But can you tell us the name of her friend who is a crab? Say that again.
Sebastian.
Final answer?
Yes. Final answer.
Question number 3. Ed Sheeran has multiple chart-topping hits, including a song that starts with the lyrics, "When your legs don't work like they used to before." What is the name of this Ed Sheeran song?
Ooh, I got to think about this one. Is it Perfect?
We're asking you.
Oh, yeah, true. I think I want the options on this one, too.
All right, your options are Shape of You, Castle on the Hill, or Thinking Out Loud.
Ooh, good thing I took the options here. Is it Thinking Out Loud?
Again, we're asking you.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm going to go with Thinking Out Loud, though. Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Question 4. Released in 2008 by Pixar, this sci-fi movie follows a lonely robot on a trash-covered Earth. Name the movie.
Wall-E.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right. Okay, let's see with our guy Anthony here.
This should be a good one. I like these questions.
I think so. I think it's good. Good little variety here. How are you feeling, Jude?
I'm feeling good about some, questionable others.
Okay. All right, well, Anthony's plugging back in here, so we'll stop talking about the questions. Anthony, how was the cone of silence, buddy?
I actually filled up my water, got some lunch.
What's up, man?
What do you got for lunch?
A little protein shake and
those are
some
the
oatmeal.
trash can.
I threw those out.
I didn't throw away the grapes. I didn't bring them in.
What's funny is Kristen told me that
purple
Lincoln
grapes.
specifically made sure Dad had grapes, and then I saw them in the trash can.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, just saying.
No.
Link's going to be mad when he sees that photo.
You're going to be in that recycle bin before
Lincoln
you
ain't
know
hooked
it.
me up with any grapes. Okay? If you would have said Madeline, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But Lincoln, he don't.
No.
He don't care.
Well, maybe he's trying. And now look what you did. Just
come on, man.
I saw Killian was on the mound for the first time yesterday.
Yeah, he was on Friday. Yeah, he did good. He did really good.
I saw it yesterday. I saw the post.
Got
yesterday.
it. Yeah. Yeah, he did good. His first time on the mound. Yeah. He's a typical Cardinal.
Lefty,
got some ground balls.
Nice.
Pop up to first. Yeah, he did good.
Good for him, man.
I thought you were saying he went 5 minutes. I was going to say, that's good.
No.
That's almost a complete
Man, what are we doing?
No, we just one. First time kid pitch. So, yeah, it's an adventure. If you haven't done it before,
it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
Just like random.
So I got. Oh, I was gonna say. Like so did I got baseball?
No,
I got random.
Random, baby.
I love
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
You packed that lunch.
I got it.
Yeah. All right. Pack some grapes too.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
No.
Good.
Yes.
Question 1. This band has a song with the lyrics "Thunder only happens when it's raining." Name that band that sings this 1977 hit.
1977 hit. Options.
Fleetwood Mac, Florence and the Machine, or the Eagles?
Well, Florence and the Machine's new, right? They're not, or newish. They're not 1970s. So I'll eliminate them. Fleetwood Mac or the Eagles?
Correct.
What's the lyric?
Thunder only happens when it's raining.
That sounds like a Fleetwood Mac jam. I'll go Fleetwood Mac. Final answer.
Question number 2. In the Little Mermaid, Ariel has multiple friends that helped her along her journey. One of her friends is a fish named Flounder. But can you tell us the name of her friend who is a crab?
Sebastian. Final answer.
Question number 3. Ed Sheeran has multiple chart-topping hits, including a song that starts with the lyrics, "When your legs don't work like they used to before." What is the name of this Ed Sheeran song?
And no, it's not about Carrie and I.
I mean, true.
Could have been, though.
Clearly.
I might get it with the options.
Options are "Shape of You," "Castle on the Hill," or "Thinking Out Loud."
I think it's that last one. Thinking Out Loud. Final answer.
Okay, final question. Released in 2008 by Pixar, this sci-fi movie follows a lonely robot on a trash-covered Earth. Name this movie.
Wall-E. Final answer.
What order do you... That's going to be...
Jamie hates Wall-E. Did we establish that a few weeks ago?
Yeah, you don't like him.
Whatever, Wall-E.
He doesn't like what Wall-E does.
Nope.
Or doesn't do.
Can't stand it, quite honestly.
Jamie says, I liked it better when it was called Short Circuit. That's what Jamie said.
I didn't like Short Circuit either.
No? Johnny Five?
Same guy.
He's
okay. All right.
got a problem.
Doesn't Wally look like
Yeah, but
Johnny
he's got
Five?
a problem.
He does have a problem.
That's a problem.
I could put together that robot. Give me something more. If we're going to be like...
Jamie,
if we're
put
gonna,
together the robot
listen,
and then we'll talk.
If we're going to... I can probably do that. I can't guarantee the programming, but if we're going to build something that's supposed to be like this outlandish, like futuristic thing, it ain't looking like that.
All right. You know what? I'm sorry
That's if he got the question right, of course.
Let's start right there. Released in 2008 by Pixar, this sci-fi movie follows a lonely robot on a trash-covered Earth. Jude said Wall-E. Anthony said Wall-E. Answer is?
Wall-E.
Wall-E.
0-0. No, I'm kidding.
I said Wall-E. Did he use
Wall-E.
That's all the same.
Yeah, but did...
No, he didn't.
No, you guys are 2-2. After what?
Good job, Jude.
Okay, let's go to question 1.
It sucks. Good job, Jude.
This band has a song with the lyrics, "Thunder only happens when it's rain."
Oh, that's definitely Fleetwood Mac. Had you sung it that way, I would have known.
I know. Name the band. Jude took the option, said Fleetwood Mac. Anthony took the option, said Fleetwood Mac. Answer is?
It is Fleetwood Mac.
3-3 after 2.
The song is Dreams.
Let's go with question 2. It's a great song.
Yeah.
In The Little Mermaid, Ariel has multiple friends that help. I don't want to hear his version. Help her along her journey. One of her best friends is a fish named Flounder. But can you tell us the name of a friend who is a crab? Anthony, without the option, said Sebastian. Jude said Sebastian. Answer is
Sebastian.
Jude did not need the options either.
Wow, dude.
We are 5-5 after 3. Here we go. Ed Sheeran has multiple chart-topping hits, including a song that starts with the lyrics, "When your legs don't work like they used to before." What is the name of this Ed Sheeran song? With the options, Anthony said, I think it's the last one. Thinking Out Loud. Yeah, that one. Jude said, Thinking Out Loud.
Uh-oh.
Answer is?
It is Thinking Out Loud.
Walk it off.
Jude also needed the options. All right, Jude.
Nice job, Jude.
Here's how it's going to work, buddy. We're going to ask Anthony the tiebreaker question. It's a closest to the pin question. Do not answer until Anthony has given us his answer, and then we'll give you the green light. When we give you the green light, we want an answer quickly so that none of our listeners think you're cheating. Okay, Jude?
Okay.
All right, buddy, here we go.
I like these.
Anthony only. Tiebreaker question. The live-action remake of The Little Mermaid was released in theaters in 2023. How much money did the movie make worldwide during its theatrical run?
Oh. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Anthony has given us his answer. Jude, your answer, please. Oh, sorry. What was that?
300 million.
Okay. Well, no need for a calculator here today. Let's go over this. The live-action remake of The Little Mermaid was released in theaters in 2023. How much money did the movie make worldwide during its theatrical run? Anthony, you said
100 million.
Okay. And Jude said 300 million. Answer is
569.6 million.
Jude?
You have chosen wisely.
Jude, you got him, buddy.
I almost went 300 mil.
Anthony's face
I know.
was priceless. Like when he said, when you said no calculator needed, he was.
I just knew it.
He was inconsolable. He in his heart of hearts, he's
When
like,
it's worldwide,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah.
If they say domestically, either way, Jude, you won, buddy. You'll
Nice
be back
job,
tomorrow.
Jude.
Good job, Jude.
Yeah. Hey, good game, Anthony.
You too, man. Well done. You'll be back tomorrow. I will head to the
Penalty box.
penalty box. Yeah. What do we call it? We call it the penalty box?
Yeah, we got the
penalty
penalty
box.
box.
Why
It's
was
not
I thinking-
sponsored yet.
Okay. Could be you though.
Could be you if you want to sponsor the penalty
If
box.
you want to sponsor the penalty box, absolutely.
Yeah, we can be bought.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think there's really any
no
doubt about
question.
that. Yeah. It's not even. We won't even make it hard on you.
Speak for yourself. Good job, Jude. Take care, buddy.
See you, Jude.
See you guys tomorrow.
Take care.
Yeah.
Man, random got me again.
She crushed it, though, buddy.
You did a great job. Like y'all both. One of the texters said they both had. Like he said, definitely Jude has kids because, like the Wally and the Ariel question, like that those are people that have children.
Very true.
But good answers, man. You did a great job.
Thank you. No,
I don't
not
have
good
children,
enough.
and I knew those questions.
I didn't. I got children. I didn't know.
Depends on when like
Well,
the
yeah, I
age
grew up
range.
watching those
The Ed
movies.
Sheeran one, I wouldn't have
got that at all.
I would have gotten
I definitely wouldn't have got either one of those.
Yeah, Carrie, I was reading the first question. Carrie was like,
Oh yeah.
I thought that you for sure would have gotten the first question.
Well, again, if Jamie would have read it right, I would have.
I did read it properly in the form that it's needed.
Had you read it lyric-wise,
No kidding.
I would have nailed it.
The way I sing, you'd have got that easily.
Would have had it. Would have won. Because of you. I lost.
If that makes you feel better.
Marsh, you want to do a little What's Trending?
Yeah, I got a couple of things.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to dust off What's Trending?
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Marsh has got some What's Trending for you next on 101 ESPN.
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Here's what's trending.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, today I want to talk about fans and the fan experience. We'll start off with something cool, and then we'll go to something that happened last night at Wrigley Field. But Capital One Arena, and this is according to Mon Sportsnet, Capital One Arena is adding the Visi Bowl, over 500 feet of screens along its main concourse as part of a $1 billion renovation, ensuring fans can still watch the game when they're away from their seats. So when they walk out onto the concourse, it's almost like a 360 view, and you can see the game happening. Instead of looking at a TV, it's along the wall, and you can still watch the game. So if there's like 10 seconds left in the NBA Finals game, and your date, who is trying to write an article about how to lose a guy in 10 days, wants you to go get her a soda, you can still watch the game and not miss the game-winning shot.
Why in the hell would I be going to get a drink with 10 seconds left? Lady, unless you are about to pass out and die from lack of thirst, your ass going to wait 10 seconds. You can get some water when we leave.
I think that's fair.
I mean, am I wrong?
I think what Carey...
Am I wrong?
I think Carey speaks the truth.
Yeah, what the hell are we doing?
If the person that you're with doesn't want to be at said sporting event...
You go get your damn drink.
Why are you there? Why are you there?
What are we doing?
Tomorrow night, we'll have a beautiful dinner. Yeah. Tonight, I'm going to the game. I'm bringing my buddy. I'm bringing somebody who's going to be just as passionate. And same for her. If it was something she loves and you're not interested, why are you going? Because neither of you are having a good time.
Yeah.
And if you're pretending to have a good time, that's worse. Just be like, hey.
Yeah, because then you're just being a fake.
Yeah.
You're being a phony.
Just be real.
Yeah.
With each other. And quite honestly, you're looking for the other person to have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm with Marshy, okay?
On a date, yep.
On a date.
I'm following you.
You know?
Interlocking fingers.
The
final shot.
Marshy's very polite. He opens the door for me all the time.
Yeah.
But
I would. And you know what? And you would say thank you.
I would say thank you very much, dear.
Some people don't do that these days.
I would. But if I hated the Vikings and he wanted to take me to a Vikings game, I'd look at him and say, you know what, man? Bring somebody who likes the Vikings. I want you to have a great time. I don't want to ruin it for you. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, because you have respect for Marsh.
That's like,
That's
what you do.
The situation's from a movie, by the way.
Of course.
You mean a documentary? Yeah, we saw it.
Good. But it could be real life.
It could very well be.
A lot of times, movies and music emulate real life matters.
Very true. As do sports.
What do you think about the video board, though, in the concourse?
It's interesting.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool, for sure. I mean, I don't know if it's $1 billion cool. Like, you walk around most of the arenas and they have TVs every 25 feet. You can kind of watch a game. I think it's an interesting feature, for sure. It's an eye grabber, but I don't know how you make your money back on it. It's not like more people are buying tickets to I got to get in that arena to watch that TV.
Right.
Like, yeah. So if you have the money, the FU money, like they do, yeah.
Cool feature, but a feature nonetheless. Not a necessity.
Now, let's move on to last night's Cubs-White Sox game. Great game, by the way. Fantastic game. We have these two crosstown rivals. And that's just not on the field. It's apparently in the bleachers as well, as there was a fight that broke out. My question for you is there anything more embarrassing than fighting at a sports event?
It's the most, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I watch these things and what are you doing, man? Like if that's your moment, that's your Super Bowl, your Stanley Cup, to get into a fist fight with another dude at a baseball, football, hockey game, what are you doing? Go down, sign up for the jiu-jitsu class or the MMA thing, step in the cage and throw hands. You're at a sporting event? Like, one is this ridiculous, but two, there's always casualties to the innocent in those things because there's older people, women, children, people who are just unassuming. All of a sudden, you're getting cracked in the face with a sucker punch because you're wearing a jersey that the other guy who was running his mouth, he looked just like him.
Right.
It's the dumbest thing. It's one of my biggest pet peeves in the world is going to any sporting event and watching people fight. It's dumb.
I'll skip the videos too. I don't even watch the videos because I'm with you, Jamie. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna honor my team by fighting everybody in the stands that are wearing the opponent jersey. Like, buddy, you're not that damn important.
Sometimes there's fans that fight that are rooting for the same team. Yeah, like not in this specific incident, but just
there were Cubs jerseys fighting each other. Then a White Sox jersey, who's apparently with one of the Cubs jersey guys, sucker punching another White Sox fan. But a lot of it is all these sucker punches, too. These gutless pukes come out of nowhere, throwing sucker punches from behind, from the side, and then they run away, and then they come back again.
Totally.
I just think it's a total farce.
No, I completely agree. Now, I will say, White Sox fan, much different than Cubs fan. You might not think so.
What makes you say that,
but they are. Well, different
location of town?
Well, different part of town, yes, Gary, but just a different mentality overall. All right?
Yeah.
Now, there's two different locations for mentality.
Yeah.
One in Chesterfield, one in South County. But I'm talking about two different kinds of mentality. White Sox, Cub fan. Cub fan, in general, Happy to be there, having fun, party scene. Local newspaper and radio coverage and TV coverage, about 75% Cubs to 25% White Sox. And that's when the White Sox are halfway decent like they are this year. If they're not, if they both stink, we're talking about 95% Cub coverage, 5% White Sox coverage.
So then the Sox fans have a reason.
Sox fan, a little ticked off by that.
Yeah.
They feel like they're the redheaded stepchild of the city. They don't like it. They don't like the Cubs getting all the attention. White Sox fan, different breed.
Same number of championships in the last
20 years. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Or
30 years?
20, we'll say. 30.
How many? When was the last time? I know the Sox won.
5.
But when was the last time before that?
Well, who knows?
Ooh,
So the last 100 years?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Potentially. Okay.
Let me ask you guys a question. Well known in Philadelphia, the football stadium, they have their own little prison, right? Their own little jail cells where they grab people and put them down.
At one point they did, right, CD? They have that was veterans.
Veterans, yeah.
Whether they do know or not. What if these stadiums had a room, an empty room, and they just had an octagon? And you have a problem with somebody, you can say to the usher, hey, that guy right there, take us to the cage.
Yeah.
And now you both have a decision to make. But you're not going to do it here involving all these people. You're going to go down there, sort out your business, and then whoever loses has to leave the building.
Yeah. Sign a waiver. Sign a waiver. You lose, you're out.
Put the Visi board in there so you can still watch the game.
It's not a bad idea, Jamie.
Because then you can't run up and sucker punch somebody.
Right.
You can't be 3 guys behind and throw a kick or a drink on somebody.
Yeah.
Like now you got to be like, okay, I'm looking over at the other end of the cage and I don't know if I like my day right now.
When you're walking down to the old octagon, you might sober up a little bit.
You might.
And you might say, you know what? This is dumb.
Hey, bro.
I've been acting a fool. Yeah.
Fist bump. We're good.
Right.
So just think it would solve some things.
Smart, Jamie.
I don't think you're wrong.
To your point about casualties, it was 2005. It was the final game at Busch Stadium, not the regular season game, but Game 6 of the NLCS. They ended up losing to the Astros, and I was down. I moved seats to go down towards the field to, the players came out and whatnot, and it was the final game, and a fight broke out right next to me. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on? I'm a little kid. And this guy fell, and his pants almost fell down, but he knocked off one of the cup holders from the seats. And this whole time, I'm like freaking out, but then I kind of found it funny, and then I grabbed the cup holder, and I kept it. So now I have a cup holder from the old Busch Stadium because a fight broke out, and this guy knocked it off the seat.
Marshy taking advantage to steal something.
Yeah, see, that's why they stole his puzzle. That's why they stole his puzzle years later.
Yeah. And they said, you know what, kids, we're taking your puzzle now.
I want to go back to the Capital One Arena. The Wizards play there?
Yeah, so
go get your lady a drink. You're not watching anything important.
The Capitals play there, too.
Capitals play there.
I'm thinking basketball.
Yeah, I know.
He said 10 seconds left in the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, I said the NBA Finals, so I don't.
Exactly.
They would never even be in that situation.
Right,
go get your lady a drink, man. Go get her a drink.
Hypothetical that's not going to happen.
In fact, we'll both go get a drink.
Yeah, at the same time. We walk out. Game's about over anyway.
You know what that would be cool, though, for? The Bud Light or the Budweiser brew, I forgot the name of it, at the Enterprise Center. Right outside in the concourse where you can go out and you can have your drinks. The beer garden. The beer garden. If they had that right there.
Like a big TV there.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool on the wall.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
They do currently have TVs on the wall there. But, yeah, the big screen would be neat as hell. Probably make you feel a little dizzy. Maybe the beer is, too.
Yeah, probably.
Marsh, I'm over in the penalty box here, so I don't have my rundown.
Yeah, why don't
you go ahead and choose our next segment?
Ooh, Anthony, do you want to talk about Joshua Báez again? I know there's some people that are getting a little concerned because he hasn't hit a home run in a few games.
Well, maybe this is one of the reasons why they waited on calling him up. We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, you were just talking about mentality, the two great locations that they have, one in South County near you, one in Chesterfield near me, and same great people. And the thing that I love about mentality, we talk about it all the time, they're about real medicine, real solutions, real work to get you back to being the version of yourself that you were when you were 25. They can't make you 25 again. That medicine isn't out, but they can help you feel like you were when you were 25. Energy to finish out your day, to go work out at the end of it, to go coach your kids, which you do and I do after work, and you're still able to do all of those things at a high level because of what mentality provides, the testosterone replacement therapy, the peptides, all of the things that you need to get you to feel like you did when you were a young man.
Yeah, Carey, you make great points. Bring up coaching. Last night, I was at the batting cage until, I don't know, after 8 o'clock. Before mentality, could I do that? Yeah, of course. But I'm dragging. Yeah. I don't feel great. When I headed home last night, still had plenty of energy to, make some late dinner and all that, and still made sure that got the kids down and all that. Mentality helps with low testosterone. They do a great job of making sure that nothing else is going on with your health when they draw your blood, and make sure that if there is something, you can see your physician, get it taken care of. If it is just low testosterone like Carey and I have had, understand that it affects most guys. Mm-hmm. And it drags you down, keeps your energy levels low, keeps your motivation low, can affect your mood. And with mentality's help, a lot of that goes in reverse. And like Carey said, you feel a lot younger.
Yeah, and like I said, two great locations. Get in there. Tell them Anthony and Carey sent you. If you're unable to go in there physically, go online today at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com, and that's mentality.
Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals split the doubleheader yesterday with the Cincinnati Reds. They're back at it once again tonight at Great American Ballpark. First pitch is at 5:40 with Kyle Leahy on the mound for the Cardinals and Andrew Abbott on the mound for the Reds. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
So after his outstanding, record-setting, best debut, Major League Baseball history, Joshua Báez has not collected a hit since. Now, he's hitting the ball extremely hard, but I wonder, guys, if we're seeing why the Cardinals may have kept him down in the minors as long as they did. Now, this was a player that a lot of people wanted to see come up because, hell, why not?
You saw the highlights.
You're in a rebuilding year. Why wouldn't you bring the guy up, just see if you can add punch to this lineup? And the Cardinals held him back because they were concerned about the strikeout rate, presumably. And there may have been other things, too, that they wanted to make sure that they kept tabs on before bringing Joshua Báez up. That, by the way, is one of the responsibilities of Chaim Bloom and the Cardinals. Making sure that they're putting the players in the best spot to succeed. Now, I'm not naive. I realize that if this was a, 10th round draft pick as opposed to one of the top prospects, they may have called him up sooner, get him a cup of coffee, see if you can catch lightning in a bottle. I realize that when it's a second round pick like Joshua Báez was and a top prospect, they're going to take their time when it comes to the development and the seasoning. But I think that the Cardinals, as we're seeing it now, you're getting both the great version, the best version of Joshua Báez, somebody that's got a lot of pop and can hit the ball hard, but somebody that still needs to figure out how Major League Baseball pitchers are going to attack him. And I think, again, this is in this it's not even been a week, less than a week, we're seeing why the Cardinals may have kept him in the minors for a little while.
So the reason, yes, I think we do see some of the reasons why maybe they slow played it a little bit. But the thing that I find to be maybe one of the most positive is that you're not relying on him. In the couple of years past, especially when Arenado and Goldie were their bats had gone cold a little bit, you were looking at Gorman and Walker. Mm-hmm. We need you guys. Now this is your time. Well, they weren't ready yet.
Yeah.
So with Báez, you look at the top four guys in the order: Weatherholt, Herrera, Burleson, Walker. Any particular order that you want to have them in. That helps you. Because sometimes two of them are hot, sometimes three of them are hot, one of them, somebody's going at all times throughout the season. They're giving you a little bit of punch to where Báez isn't every time he comes up, you're like, if he doesn't hit, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, we need you to hit a dinger today. We finally got somebody on base. We need you to hit a home run. It'd be nice, but they don't need that every single time. Now, do they want it every time? Of course. Who doesn't want them to hit the ball out of the park every single time? But in years past, it's been like one or two young players that are, or even when Goldie was, before Arenado got here, Goldie was trying to do it solo. Then it was Arenado and Goldie, and nobody else was hitting. It's a difficult way to win baseball games if you don't have a committee of players that can hit the ball. And I think this sets up in a very positive way for Báez. We'll see how long this run lasts for him, meaning at the major league level. I don't know if it's for the rest of the season or not. If he continues to not get on base, I don't know how great that is for any athlete's confidence. But again, you got to go back to, I hate the numbers thing, but he's knocking the snot out of the ball. At some point, you have to figure that's going to work out.
Yeah, I agree. I think, to Jamie's point, the pressure is probably not on him as much as it could be because of what Alec Burleson and Jordan Walker are doing in front of him. Like, you got two guys that are tops in the major leagues in both hits and RBI and playing really, really good baseball. So then it kind of alleviates some of the pressure for a younger player to not have to stress. You don't have to have his bat being the only power in the lineup. It's not as stressful, in my opinion. And he's hitting the ball, as Jamie said, he's hitting the ball really hard. At some point, he's going to run into some good luck. As long as he's having good at-bats and not swinging with his eyes closed and just trying to crush every ball and knock every ball. He's having good at-bats.
Yeah.
Run into some bad luck because he's hit the ball hard and is hitting it right at people. But I think that, I think there's a lot to be impressed with. Obviously, you saw the power in the first game, but there's a lot to be impressed with his process and his progress and what he's going through and what he's going to do. So I don't think that there's a concern at this point or really any worry about what to expect for him for the rest of the season.
As it pertains to the question, are we starting to see why the Cardinals waited to bring him up? I don't think what we've seen over the last few games has anything to do with his timeline. Mm-hmm. I really don't. I think this was the plan all along because J.J. Weatherholt right now, he more than likely will win the National League Rookie of the Year. The Cardinals will receive an extra draft pick because of that. If they think Joshua Báez could also do the same thing, keep that rookie eligibility based on the service time and the at-bats, and they can go and win again the NL Rookie of the Year with Joshua Báez, or at least give yourself a shot to get another draft pick, why wouldn't you do that in a rebuild or a build, whatever you want to call it? But we know what this season is. So stick to your plan. And I think this was the plan all along. Despite him striking out at times, despite him hitting 30-plus ding-dong Johnsons and having 90 RBI, this was always the plan, in my opinion.
From when? Like the start of the season, you think?
I think so. If you truly had this much confidence in this guy that he could be a slugger and win a potential Rookie of the Year, but you already have J.J. Weatherholt occupying that for this season, why not just wait so he can keep his rookie eligibility and try and do it again with a different player the following season?
Do you think, though, they would have kept him in the minors that long if his strikeout rate was lower, significantly lower? Because I don't.
Maybe not.
I think so, because I think you had Lars Nootbaar here. And until he was traded, there was no – we often talk about, where is a player going to play? J.J. Weatherholt, where is he going to play? He's a shortstop. No, he's not playing shortstop here. We got Mason Wynn. Oh, Brendan Donovan, you've done a fantastic job, sir. We love you. You got 15 gloves, and you are amazing. But this kid is the future. Let's move on. Third base, Nolan Arenado. Well, what are we going to do? Nolan Gorman, we're going to give you every opportunity because Nolan Arenado is going to be elsewhere next year. So I think that part of the process and how they've been going about this is there was no need to rush him up. There was no need to go out there and have fun, hit the hell out of the ball, do your job in AAA until we have a spot for you to play every single day. So I don't think that there was I don't think the strikeout rate had much to do with it. He could have 50 home runs in the minor leagues. And until there was an everyday spot for him, because you weren't going to sit Lars Nootbaar and you weren't going to play Lars Nootbaar in center field every single night, because then that's stunning the growth of a Nathan Church or whomever. So I think that the way that this whole the way that Chaim Bloom, you give credit to Mo and you give credit to Chaim Bloom as well, because the way that Mo drafted and got all of these young players, and the way that Chaim Bloom has constructed this roster, I think has been kind of a match made in heaven, and how it's gone the right way, in my opinion.
If you think about it, you have Weatherholt this year trying to win NL Rookie of the Year. Next year, if they play, of course, you could have Báez trying to win Rookie of the Year. And then you have Rodriguez, who is up there as one of the best in Major League Baseball in terms of prospects. If his timeline says 2028, he could win it too.
Yeah, I just don't think a team goes about doing their business specifically based upon Rookie of the Year trophies.
I agree.
Like, I think J.J. Weatherholt was a wonderful surprise for them, and I don't think initially they thought, oh, he's going to be a Rookie of the Year. I think
a lot of people did, though. He was the odds-on favorite to win Rookie of the Year in the National League before the season started.
But my point is that I don't think you're slow playing another player on purpose just because you're like, hey, man, we could get 2 in a row. We get 3 in a row with Rodriguez. If anybody is so dialed in to the development of their player to realize that it could hit perfectly as you're talking about, then, hey, man, all the credit to you. You're way smarter than I will ever be when it comes to the sport of baseball. I do think that had he hit 50 home runs or like he was, I think they would have called him up. They would have found a spot for him. I don't think they slow played him. I think the proof is in exactly how he performed. He was hitting home runs. He was striking out at an incredible rate. So at that point, to CD's point, why force feed him into a lineup where you don't need him? And to Marshy's point, now you slow play him. And if he falls into that category, now that we've seen it, if he falls into the category of being good enough for Rookie of the Year next year, we'll slow play him. We'll keep him qualified at least.
Yeah.
I think that they can all be true.
I think once you got closer to that, then maybe Marsh, that came into play. You got closer to that point where you're not impacting his Rookie of the Year status for next year. Then I think that winds up being something you look at. I don't know if that was the plan the entire way.
It's tough to say that because it's just so hard to predict that stuff. But once you do start seeing the results, I think you can kind of manifest it to a certain point. That's why I said I think all things can be true here, and it's really just depending on how the player is developing.
Agreed. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Which NFL team is just a QB away? We'll get into that next. No, I don't know about that. Need a pass rush and a QB away. That's next on 101 ESPN.
All right, if you're 21 and older, let me tell you about Urban Chestnut down in the Grove. The brewery and the beer hall, it's fantastic. Was in there not too long ago. Check out some of the sporting events on the TVs. It's awesome. They got food in there. They've got all your best beers available. It really is awesome. If you have a big company outing that you're looking to, get together, a team building thing, head over to the Urban Chestnut Grove location, the brewery and beer hall. It's great. While you're there, you got to check out the brand new Zwickel Light. It's a light beer that is locally brewed, crisp, clean, refreshing, only 95 calories, 3.7 carbs. The unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey, and it is absolutely the official light beer of the Rivers household. But you don't stop there. They got the regular Zwickel. Absolutely love that as well. And if you're looking to try a hazy IPA, please pick up a Squirrel Works. It's awesome. It's a hazy IPA that delivers bright tropical notes and an easy, juicy finish. You're going to love it. I'm not a hazy IPA guy at all, but I have Squirrel Works at the house because I do like to have it from time to time, and you will too. Sell that in a 4-pack as well as single cans. So many great things available over at Urban Chestnut. And again, the Urban Chestnut Grove Brewery and Beer Hall is fantastic. For more information about all of these things, please visit them at urbanchestnut.com. Again, that's urbanchestnut.com. Prost!
Which NFL team is just a quarterback away? Ooh, none of them. Let's be realistic. None of them.
No, it's one.
Go ahead.
I hate to say it, too.
No, you don't. Say it.
Do.
You
It's
orange helmet-loving fool. Go for it.
Oh, no, not that team.
Oh, no. This one's the same division, though.
No, it's not. Same conference.
Ooh, okay. All right, hold on here. Hold on.
I know what you're going to say.
You know who I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's easy.
The Texans?
Hell yeah, man.
I was going to go with the Texans.
I like C.J. Stroud. I think he's a good person.
Steelers.
Nah, I wasn't thinking the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, but
it's not far off.
They got a quarterback. What the hell's wrong with you fools?
No, come on now.
Drew Aller?
Of the future, sure.
Yeah.
Got the QB. Got their Hall of Fame QB, too, right now.
I think the Texans probably fall into this category, yeah.
Probably.
They need a
C.J.
running game,
Stroud
too, though.
single-handedly
They got David Montgomery.
gave away a game.
How's the O-line?
Focus on what I'm talking about, Anthony.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, man, they got David Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
They got a running back. They couldn't run the ball for crap at the 1 yard line. It was hard to watch.
Because the offensive line was
brutal. It's brutal, man. Sometimes as a running back, you got to make your own way.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
David Montgomery.
Every time, though?
That's tough. That's a lot to
hard.
ask.
It's hard. Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I do think the Texans are. I do have faith that C.J. Stroud. It's somewhere in there because we saw it.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it for the last couple of years, and so I think that they are good quarterback play away from being champions because that defense is there.
I mean, you have to say champions.
I'm saying it, champion.
Okay.
They have a championship defense
because it's a lot harder to find a team where you think ahead that they could be champions.
I think they could be with competent, good enough quarterback, and I think C.J. Stroud does have that ability, but we just haven't seen it in the last couple of years.
Anthony, do you have a different team?
Well, before we get to the team I have,
okay.
Why don't we get to another orange helmet-loving person in Mina Kimes via NFL on ESPN.
These young Browns skill players are fun. They are ahead of schedule in the rebuild of everything around the quarterback. Obviously, Judkins and Fannin were excellent last season. Casey Concepcion was my number one takeaway from this game. So much juice with the ball in his hands. Yeah. By the way, speaking of hands, made a tough catch. Contact balance reminded me of Jalen Waddle, who I compared him to in the pre-draft process. This has the opportunity to be a really talented young core. They really are a quarterback away. I feel that way.
I won't disagree with that. You know, I love what the Browns have done the last couple of years. That's why you said the orange.
Their defense is, I mean, they don't have the defensive player of the year anymore, but they do have a very talented defensive end replacement in Jared Verse. So the defense should be good.
Yeah, but what are we basing this off of right now? Training camp? Like, come on.
No, we're basing it off of what they did last year. Yeah.
They had the defensive rookie of the year. Obviously, they had one of the top defenses. Their best player is now no longer there in Myles Garrett. Jared Verse takes his place. Defensively, they were as sound as you can be. And then I think, in my opinion, the way that they have drafted over the last couple of years has been outstanding for the Cleveland Browns. For any team, but for the Cleveland Browns, the draft picks that they have made have all had significant roles in what they were doing the last couple of years. Quinshon Judkins had a huge role in last year's team. Fannin had a huge role on last year's team. Then they go out and draft they drafted the defensive rookie of the year in Carson Schwessinger.
Bless you.
Thank you. And he had a fantastic season last year. So they did a really good job last year, and I think they did a really adult, grown-up thing this year in the draft as well. Drafted 2 receivers, drafted a left tackle. Like, they are trending in the direction of being a really good football team, really young, but a really good football team with some talented players to help them win some games. Can they get the quarterback situation figured out?
No.
Doesn't seem like it.
All right.
It doesn't feel like it either.
How long
did you say Cleveland, is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
When was the last time they had a really just sound quarterback that wasn't Baker Mayfield post Browns
or Joe Flacco?
Baker Mayfield was good there. He took them to the playoffs.
He did.
Yeah. I think they made a mistake of getting rid of Joe Flacco, of Baker Mayfield.
Both.
Oh no.
Do you think Baker, where he is at right now, do you think he can reach where he is currently at wearing a Browns uniform?
No.
I don't either. I feel like he needed to leave and go through his life experience to get to where he is right now.
I agree. He got some real coaching finally.
You can't argue with that.
And I know, Carey, that's kind of a, like, you don't like me saying that.
No, I think coaching matters. I just don't think you can take a scrub and make him an all-pro.
I don't think he's a scrub.
No, I'm saying I don't think Baker Mayfield was a scrub.
I don't think he's a scrub. I also don't think that he's an elite talent. I really don't. I think he's somebody that
I think he's a tweener.
And I think given the right system, the right play caller,
and he's a really competitive dude.
Obviously talent, right? Yes. From a leadership standpoint, a moxie grit standpoint, I'll sign up for the Baker Mayfield experience. I don't think he's an elite talent, though.
No, but he can play above his weight class.
Yes.
Like, he can bring it.
Yep.
And he'll take a hit, he'll block guys. Like, there's intangibles that he brings that make him better than just based upon his actual skill set.
Couldn't agree more. And if you get the right coach and system, he can extract that, and Baker can be at his best.
Yeah.
But he throws the football too far for certain coaches, and that was his downfall in Cleveland. If he
too strong.
If he threw the ball 3 feet, he'd still be in Cleveland.
Well, yeah, that's not fair.
Or Atlanta now.
Well, you take him
in Atlanta.
They already
take him.
Damn right I would.
Like that.
Guys, what do you have another team in mind before we wrap this up?
I was thinking of the Texans. I'll be completely honest.
And this is to be determined, is when you look at the Minnesota Vikings.
I was just going to bring them up.
It's not a bad, it's not a bad call.
I think of them because Kyler Murray, we don't know what that looks like. J.J. McCarthy, we kind of do, but not ultimately. But if the Vikings had a Baker Mayfield, if the Vikings had, like,
I'd be wearing a jersey already.
You know what I mean? So we can isolate the Texans for sure, but I just can't look past the Vikings. If they had a really legit quarterback, that's a good team.
I agree.
Kevin O'Connell hasn't had a really legit quarterback. I know Sam Darnold is now a Super Bowl winner, but at the time you wouldn't have considered. I mean, people were laughing when the Vikings ended up getting him, and they didn't think they were going to do that well. But he's had Kirk Cousins, he's had Josh Dobbs for a few games, Sam Darnold, J.J. McCarthy. Max Brosmer for a game. What elite quarterback has he had?
He's not one.
And he has Kyler Murray now, who has a ton of upside.
The athletic abilities there.
For sure. Yeah. What version of Kyler Murray are you going to get? And can he extract the most out of Kyler Murray? I think that is a team that's a quarterback away from, maybe a divisional round.
Yeah.
Loss instead of a wild card loss.
I like how realistic you are. I'm with you. I think, Jamie, that's a good one. I think the Vikings are a real good one. All right. But no, I was thinking Texans all the way. I'm with Carey. The Texans defensively. And it could be C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those situations where you look at it like, well, they got a quarterback. He just needs to play like he did his rookie in his second year. Because I thought his second year was pretty good, too.
Yeah, he needs to play better.
Yeah. But he needs some help. I mean, you couldn't run the ball.
That will help if they can figure out the offensive line and get the running game going.
Stunk, man.
They did. They stunk last year.
Like, hey, we got your receivers. Great. I can't find them because I'm looking through my ear hole every down.
That's not good.
And I'm in 3rd and 7 because you gave me a crap running game.
Yeah.
So let's help C.J. Stroud out a little bit, shall we?
We could try.
It's not like some situations where you give him a great running game and a quarterback still stinks. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Biggest question today is next.
If you're looking to sell your home here before the summer ends, you're in a rush, you need the best in the business, that is Gloria Lou. With your home sold guaranteed realty, Gloria Lou knows the market here in St. Louis. She has helped thousands of families over her 23 years in real estate. And it's not just the St. Louis area, St. Charles, it's all the surrounding counties as well. Gloria Lou has had a real good grip on the market here for a long time. She's got a buyers in waiting program. And how does that help you if you're selling your home? It's pretty easy. She has a group of people that are ready, willing, and able to purchase a home in your price range. What that means is as soon as you list it, they're able to see it, and hopefully that's maybe multiple offers on your home. If nothing else, you get your home sold quickly. And for the most money as well. And Gloria Lou is able to do that for you. I've watched her do it with several families here in the St. Louis area. It always amazes me what the great work that she does selling homes here for people. So please, don't just take my word for it. Give her a call at 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. Or you can always visit gloriahasthebuyers.com.
It's time for the Fast Lane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy siding.
507, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, and Andrew Marsh has the biggest question of the day.
All right, Anthony. Well, we just got done talking some football, and football, as we know, is played where?
In America.
That's right, Anthony, in the United States of America. So why is the NFL so gung-ho on putting a team overseas? Is the NFL ready for an international team?
Well, why don't we go to the statements today by Roger Goodell, who said at some point there will be an NFL team outside the U.S. And this is Goodell, who told former NFL player Marcus Kuhn during the interview. I have no doubt that this will happen one day. There are definitely international cities that could host something like that, Goodell said, but we would like to see an NFL team in such a city first. So he was talking about, the NFL having a team permanently located in an international city. Site could potentially serve as a Super Bowl host, but as far as Super Bowls being played and all that, he first wants to tackle a team being internationally. He's not even talking about possibility anymore. He's almost talking about inevitability.
Do you think it's a race? Do you think it's a race between the NFL, the NBA, or even the NHL?
I do not.
Which team is going to get a team over in Europe or elsewhere?
I think it would make more sense to have an NBA team internationally.
I do too. I get the allure of the NFL football.
Although travel's more, so maybe not.
It's a lot more. The NFL is probably the only true league that could probably incorporate, because you got so many days to travel in between. But I just, it's a big deal when you go over there for your exhibition or your one-off games, your special NFL Europe games, what is your league games, but they're over abroad.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a massive, passionate fan base like week after week after week? I just don't know.
I think
would
there
they
would
treat,
be.
Would they treat American football like some of us treat soccer over here? Like, that's there, but
well, no, because it would be.
They don't necessarily know all the rules, Gary.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real.
There's more action in football than football.
But I also think the team would be.
Worldwide says different.
More action?
No, people who are interested.
No, I'm saying there's more action. I think that's why soccer isn't as appreciated here in the States.
Here, but globally, it's huge.
Not here. Football is huge here.
But that's my point.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's more action to keep you more engaged with football than there is soccer. Like, if you've been watching football your whole life and then somebody brings a soccer game to you, no offense to my soccer folks out there, love you. But if you've been watching football your entire life and then somebody says, hey, watch this soccer game, and you watch 68 minutes of men or women running their tails off up and down the field. I mean, up and down the field.
Pitch.
And same thing. Yeah. And there's not one shot on goal, and you're sitting there like, man, that's a lot of damn running. When they gonna score? Then they go 90 minutes. And it's still no score. You're like, all right, man, game over. No, we got extra time. You got 10 more minutes of this?
Yeah.
Huh?
But what you're describing, think about this. I don't disagree with you, but what you're describing is exactly the way we feel in reverse. So why would we be so, not arrogant, but think that way, that no matter what, the NFL game is going to be super appreciated over there?
Because you're going to see Bijan Robinson get a handoff and run 80 yards and go score.
And what if you saw Lionel Messi make an unbelievable pass to we're comparing two different worlds here.
Okay.
You have an entire fan base that's built on one sport and another entire fan base built on another. Anthony, my question is just simply, do we think it's going to work automatically?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why, Jamie. What's the number one football league in the world? The number one, the top dog.
The English Premier League.
EPL, right?
Probably.
They're the number one. Now, I know there's La Liga and there's some other...
Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga.
A lot of things going on.
All kinds of ligas out there.
Okay.
But the EPL is the best. Now, imagine if we had one United States team that was in the EPL.
Oh, people would be tuned
We'd all root our... You know what's
But
off.
your team would be playing over there.
Yes, but we'd be watching.
They would be playing here.
And they'd be playing here, too. Get some home games here.
I understand that, but
then you would get to see
we'd be all in.
Messi come
in. It doesn't mean that anybody's really into it.
We'd be all in.
Who would be?
U.S. soccer fans. And...
Well, yeah.
And casual fans.
So you're saying that all the people over in Europe would be so into having a one NFL team?
The team in the city that they're
I don't know
in.
if all
because
of Europe.
that's what you're saying. Because
no. The team in the city that they're in. I want to understand this, Gary.
If we had one U.S. team, one U.S. team, so we have a whole country.
In St. Louis, probably.
Whole country supporting one team in the English Premier League.
Yes.
And you're suggesting if they have one NFL team in the U.S. NFL, that all of that area of Europe's going to support it?
No. All of England, though.
England's a postage stamp.
I get that.
Compared to the USA.
I get it. But we'll start in England. You asked if it'll work. It'll work.
I think it works no matter what because the NFL doesn't lose. Do I think it's an easy process and it's a fait accompli, like it's a natural? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I think there's work to do.
Keep your French to yourself.
What did you say?
One thing you have to remember too.
He's cursed at us.
One thing you have to remember too is all of the major advertising dollars are already being eaten up by their premier soccer league in whatever country it is. Those teams they're getting all of the major sponsorships. So the NFL will have to find American sponsors now over in Europe, some that probably are global companies.
Sure.
And they'll have to eat up dollars that way, which does make it a
You
little
don't think
more
that clown
difficult.
flipping burgers will be over slapping his
what?
golden arches all over the place?
Well, they already are.
Yeah. They'll buy in.
They already are.
England would be all over that, I would assume.
I just think that it's not as easy as we're making it sound.
Oh, it's easy, all right.
I don't think it is.
Imagine if we had the St. Louis
Archers.
No. St. Louis, something cooler than that.
The Archers?
No.
I like it, Carey. That's a good name.
We should have something to do with the arch.
Anthony doesn't like it because he doesn't like Hawkeye.
We only have one arch.
His least favorite Avenger.
How about just the St. Louis Arch?
St. Louis Arch.
The Arch, man.
Just like St. Louis City.
I love the Arch.
No
Right, you
S
know what?
needed.
I'm moving the team out because of you guys.
Okay, Cronky.
I'm moving it out.
Old Stan Stalter over here.
You can't do that. I just did.
I just did it, even if I have to make it up.
Yep. I made it up. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. So, yeah, I think the NFL is going to do it. And it's going to be in England. It's going to be in London, England.
The time zone thing.
And those tea drinking fools will love it. Right, Care?
I think it's going to be a bigger process. But
I agree, man.
You know what I'm here for.
How come they drink tea differently than we do? Like, we have, like, nice, sweet iced tea, and they drink that other stuff.
They drink real tea?
They drink real, yeah. They drink.
I heard it doesn't taste good.
It tastes great.
You can put stuff in it, make it taste better.
Sure can.
Oh, Ted Lasso didn't like it.
No. Called it swill.
That sounds awful.
You know what else is awful? Something else going on in sports right now. Real awful.
Uh-oh.
It involves one of your teams.
Me?
Yeah. That's next on 101 ESPN. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. So some contradicting news coming out of the NBA. The NBA originally, according to an ESPN article, said that, or a report, the NBA had found no evidence showing that Steve Ballmer funneled money through team sponsors to pay Kawhi Leonard to circumvent the salary cap. Again, that was according to ESPN. NBA communications, though, the NBA chief communications officer, Mike Báez, issued a statement saying NBA spokesman Mike Báez, quote, ESPN's article regarding the LA Clippers investigation, for which the NBA declined to cooperate, contains numerous and significant inaccuracies. The results in this matter will be made clear once the investigation is concluded. So Steve Ballmer and Kawhi Leonard not quite out of hot water yet.
It's such a weird story. Steve Ballmer, listen, I'm not saying at all that there may not have been something. Steve Ballmer seems to me like the kind of guy that doesn't take the word no very lightly.
Probably.
Right? Like, he wanted an NBA team so bad, and he just kept going, didn't care where it was going to be, didn't care, like nothing. He just wanted one, it wouldn't be denied. And he loves his NBA team. So much so that who knows what he might do in order to make it work for his team. And again, all that was allegedly. So far, I have not been able to see anything that is proof as far as the mainstream media reporting it. You can find all sorts of things on Twitter and on other sites where people will claim things, but they don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a weird situation. Like, when does the NBA training camps open, Carey?
What month are we in? August. The games, I believe, start in October, so should be starting.
So Kawhi Leonard, who was, I believe,
weeks.
Traded back to the Raptors, correct?
Yeah. Well,
he's not.
But there's nothing right now.
He's in a holding pattern.
Yeah.
So that's weird, too. Like, at some point, the NBA is going to have to make a decision. Do we have enough to say that there was a problem? If we don't, I guarantee you, Steve Ballmer is going to lawyer up even more here and put the pressure on and be like, listen, you got nothing. At this point, you're impeding the progress of my team.
Right.
And we're going to file a lawsuit against you.
Yeah. Either charge me with something or let me go.
Correct. It's just a weird happening, though.
It's a weird space to be in. Obviously, there is something that they feel was there. Whether or not they can prove it is another thing. Like that, you can say that there's something, and you can believe that there's something, but can you prove that there's something that took place? And as you said, there's a holding pattern for the trade for Kawhi Leonard going back to the Toronto Raptors. I don't know what the final result is, though. Like, if you find out. Obviously, if you can't find proof that anything took place, the trade goes through and everything is back to normal. But if you find some type of evidence that Steve Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard, they circumvented the cap and were able to pay him X number of dollars outside of the money that he was supposed to be making from the Los Angeles Clippers, so that could be a source of more money for him to say, hey, we can't pay you this because we'll be above the salary cap, but I can pay you X over here, which will get you to the number that you really want. I'm more intrigued about what the punishments are for that. And I was talking to Jamie earlier. Like, that to me sounds like almost like a year suspension for Steve Ballmer, for Kawhi Leonard. Like, and no salary, for Kawhi. I don't know how you prevent Steve Ballmer from making money in that time frame, but I would think that him being away from the team for an entire year might be punishment enough for him.
Lose draft picks.
Lose draft picks and have to pay a fine. Like, I don't know and I don't know if there's precedence for that to even take place. Like, we know that Donald Sterling was forced to sell his team.
But the evidence was pretty clear in that one.
There was real evidence, and there were some things being said, man. So, you had to get him the hell out of there. And he's still, if you can be punished by making billions of dollars, I mean, is that really a punishment?
Punish all of us.
But here's where I'll go with this Ballmer thing is because it is such a big accusation. Like, if the NBA had anything, they would have announced it by now. I feel like they're really trying to find something that would stick, because if they're wrong in any capacity, or they make an allegation that isn't 100% true, that they cannot, without a doubt, prove it, they're going to get lit up by Ballmer.
Mm-hmm.
He will not let off the gas.
Yeah.
And then you have a really big problem. If they had anything substantial, they would have talked about, there would have already been a punishment by now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're really building up a massive case. But then again, it's got to be 100% sure. And I don't know. I don't know if Steve Ballmer is so arrogant to think that he could pull one over on the NBA, or if he really does have enough layers in this to keep him protected.
While we're talking NBA, what do you guys think is like actually going on with the Lakers? Are they sold or not? Because it looks like Jeannie Buss has said not so fast, my friend.
So I've been doing some digging on this one, and apparently that sale was supposed to be done in the books because 5 out of the 6 trustees for the Buss Trust Fund voted 5-0. But wait, there's 6, right? It was 5-0.
Yeah.
Where's the 6th vote?
Done.
The 6th vote was Jeannie Buss.
Well, she loses 5-1.
No, because she and her lawyer claim that she is the governor of the trust. Her vote is really the only one that matters.
Oh, boy.
And so her lawyers filed documents right now basically saying the other votes, they don't even count.
Those votes are null and void.
They're null and void.
Thanks for coming out.
Jeannie Buss is the only one that matters, and Jeannie Buss does not want to lose control of the Lakers. And I guess there's a stipulation in the current agreement that if the governor's percentage goes below 15% of the team, you lose power of the team. So the sale was supposed to be, I forget what it was left there, but it was going to drop them way below the threshold.
Yep.
And so she said, no, hold my beer. We're not doing this. And so now, not only is the Buss Fund in litigation with the people who thought they had bought the team, but the Buss Trust Fund is under litigation within itself because Jeannie Buss does not want to relinquish power of the team.
And I think this has been kind of
Thanksgiving's going to be awkward.
I doubt if they have Thanksgiving together and have had it in a while. I think this has been an issue since Jerry Buss died. Like I
Clearly.
under the understanding was that Jeannie was the one that was left. I guess the majority of the team and the siblings, they all were given a portion, but she was the one there doing the day-to-day stuff. And maybe there's a sibling rivalry where they feel that she was the favorite. I don't know. But this is a weird situation to be on the other end thinking, yeah, man, I just bought the Lakers.
Popping
and then
champagne.
Somebody calls your lawyer and says, hey, about
Maybe
that
not.
purchase you made the other day? Yeah, which one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest one you've made. Yeah, you don't own that team yet. Wait, what?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's not right. The check didn't clear?
Yeah. No, check clear.
Yeah.
You got some other problems.
Okay.
It's a messy situation, and again, I've only done like a surface dive on this. I'm sure that if there are lawyers out there that could read into the legal documents and arguments, they could certainly decipher it a little bit better. But on the surface, that's basically what it is. She's refusing to give up power of the team, not to her own family, but to the new owners.
Yeah.
And in doing so, she has to take away the power of her family, period, and be the only one that gets the final say.
Wow. Good luck.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Good luck, everybody.
At least Aaron Rodgers reconciled things with his family.
Yeah. No, that was great to see.
That's why he's going to win a championship this year.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
I agree, Kerry.
You believe it.
It's a foregone conclusion.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It'd be awesome, man.
Oh, boy, we'll all celebrate.
When Kerry gets us down on the sidelines for that Super Bowl final.
And he will.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, he will. All right. We'll eventually talk about the NFC North in our NFL season preview, but we got the worst division in football, NFC South, next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals are starting things up here within the next 7 minutes at Great American Ballpark as they take on the Reds once again. First pitch is at 5:40. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you will find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
Time to go around the NFL with a Fast Lane season preview of the NFC South.
All right, NFC South time. Let's break down this horse meat division.
Come on, man.
Strengths and weaknesses. Why don't we start off with the division champs, Carolina Panthers.
That sounds crazy.
They did it without a winning record. Strengths of the Panthers.
You hate this team and this division. That's a very good question, Anthony.
Ted McMillan.
That's a strength.
I think that
Dave Canales as a head coach.
Yeah.
I would go with him, younger head coach, guy that figured some things out. They're going to be an intriguing team this year. They got Jalen Phillips in the offseason. They signed him. Good deal. Devin Lloyd as well. They upgraded their defense. But this all boils down to old Bryce Young, man. You know, how well can he perform again this year? It's a huge year for him. Obviously, he's approaching the fifth year of his deal, whether or not you get that massive contract after your fifth year. It all boils down to how well he performs this season. Can he continue to elevate this organization and send them on the right direction? This is as I think about it, Anthony, this division probably isn't as good as I thought.
No.
But I do think the Falcons are the best team in the division.
They're
minus
not. We'll get to them.
Them needing a QB.
They're not. I like the Panthers' offensive line. I think there are times that Bryce Young looks every bit of a franchise quarterback, and then I think there are times that it looks like the Panthers are a team that will never get across the threshold because they don't have a quarterback. He's kind of like, I'm trying to think of the Cardinals example, where like you see it sometimes, maybe Libertor.
Larson Newbar?
Libertor, you see sometimes you see it like the Braves start and you're like, holy smokes.
Like this guy.
Got ourselves maybe a number 2 here. And then there are starts where like, my God, this guy better be in the bullpen next, tomorrow. I think the Panthers have that in Bryce Young.
Are the Panthers a way better team than we're giving them credit for because of Bryce Young's inconsistencies?
I don't think so.
I don't.
So you want to consider
they're right on par with what
you think
is.
so? Okay.
I think they're.
Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one.
Yeah, I think they're an average team.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was the one that either elevates them or completely decimates them.
Yes.
I think when he plays well, I think he gives them a good shot to win. But when he doesn't, if he has average games where maybe he's not the problem, I don't think the Panthers have other areas on their roster where they can win.
Mm-hmm.
Like Seattle, Sam Darnold has a very average game. He throws for $150. They can still win that game because the defense is so good and the running game is solid.
Then are we putting too much on the quarterback position with that team?
For the Panthers or the Seahawks?
The Panthers. Because if that's the case,
I think you have to though, because they don't have
first overall
if what he
pick.
said is true, then they got more work to do than just worry about Bryce Young.
That I agree with. No, I agree. Yeah, I don't think the Panthers are a quarterback away. Do you?
No.
I think their front seven's slightly below average. I think their secondary's below average. They're an average to a below average team.
Could you see them coming in last place this year?
I certainly could, Marsh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could say that for any of these teams?
Any of these teams.
Maybe not Tampa?
I wouldn't put Tampa in the last place category.
No.
Yeah. All right, so speaking of which, Tampa, who had won the division like 42 years in a row before Carolina won it last year. Strengths and weaknesses of the Bucs. I think strength is Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. They've lost so much over the last couple of years as far as personnel.
They're getting long in the tooth,
whether
too.
Whether they've aged or whether they've left, this Buccaneers team is not what it was.
No.
I don't know what I think defensively they should be. Vita Vea is still there. He did not get traded, even though he requested it. They added Ruben Bain in the draft, who, by I think a lot of people's opinion, he's showing that, you know, whether or not he has shorter arms is not going to be impactful for him in his career. I think defensively they are still a really good team. Losing Mike Evans is going to be, you know, I think when you lose a veteran like that in that receiver room and on that offense, I think that's going to be a little bit of a hit to the now can Chris Godwin, you know, fill that void because he's been dealing with injuries. We saw Emeka Buka, who had a really good year last year. I think he slowed down towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I think he hit the rookie wall.
He got a little bit fatigued.
He's banged up too.
Their running game, you know, Bucky Irving, who I like him.
You don't love him, though.
I can't say that I do.
And that offensive line is one of the better offensive lines in football.
Yeah.
For them not to be able to run the ball consistently, I think is a problem.
Well, they're number 2 running back, Kerry should love, and Kenneth Gainwell.
That's true.
Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell was a special running back, catching passes out of the backfield. Does everything. Swiss Army knife. No, I love guys that can do, you know, a multitude of things. Yeah, he's a good running back.
Will that team truly miss Mike Evans from an on-field perspective? Because he's been injured like every single year. Now, he's a heck of a wide receiver, and when he's on the field, he's awesome. But over the last few years, he's missed a lot of time.
Sure. And his frustration really grew. I mean, we saw the Thursday night game where he was walking off the field and he was ticked off about, I mean, really everything. The defense not being able to hold up and the offense not being able to move the football consistently. But I do think Tampa's probably, at least on paper, the best team in this division.
We disagree there.
All right, well, let's get to Atlanta then. I will give you an honest assessment on Atlanta, but go ahead.
I think Atlanta, to me, have the best offensive skill position players in the division.
That I agree with.
Like, and now some may say, well, Kerry, how are they going to get the ball? I don't know, man.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Wildcat.
I've seen, maybe.
I don't hate it.
Ronnie Brown did it well. Then it worked out. Him and Ricky.
Yeah.
They had a great time down there in Miami. I think if Tua or Michael Penix, whichever one ends up being the starter,
you know who's
if Michael
start.
Penix is healthy, I think he should be. I think the offense is going to be it's going to be an explosive offense that makes a lot of plays and big plays downfield. I think you've seen the best version of Kyle Pitts. You've started to see him kind of mature and grow into what he is. Is he an inline tight end that's going to block 7 or 9? No, he's not. Probably not. But line him up and make him a mismatch and a matchup nightmare for any linebacker or any safety that wants to try to cover him. He's bigger than the safeties. He's going to be faster than the linebackers. Cool. We found that out. Bijan Robinson is 1A or 1B in terms of best running backs, in my opinion, in the league right now. Jahmyr Gibbs is 1A, 1B. You flip a coin, I'll take either one of them. Like, I love his ability, both of their ability to catch the ball out of the backfield and be explosive. And so for me, offensively, when I'm looking at the pieces that Atlanta has, give me somebody that just ain't going to turn the ball over and can get the ball to those guys in a timely fashion. Because when they get the ball in their hands, they're going to make a play. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing.
The Falcons' offense, guys, follow me here. Falcons' offense here is if
Are we recording this, Murphy?
Is if a chef comes in and he makes just an unbelievable. What's your favorite meal, Jamie? Or one of your favorite meals? So throw something out there.
Like good steak or a lobster ravioli.
Nice lobster ravioli. So, lobster ravioli, okay? Fresh lobster. Chef comes in, puts the right seasoning together. Compliment, whatever the compliment is, the side dish.
Does the
is
chef
there.
have a rat under his hat?
Yes. Yep.
So you know it's good.
So you know it's good. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. So the meal is done. They serve it to you, right? This is the Falcons offense where you're looking at it, you're like, oh, man. And somebody walks by with muddy shoes that they take off and put their shoe on that meal and just scrape the mud.
I thought
scrape the mud right on your meal.
I thought you were going to say somebody is going to make that meal and then as the waiter brings it to you, he's going to drop it like Tua did that football.
I wouldn't do that because of the whole meatball incident.
You keep bringing up this meatball thing, Anthony.
Marsh keeps bringing it up, but that's the Falcons' offense. The meal.
What's the muddy shoe? Is that the quarterback?
Good. Yes.
Okay.
Well, why didn't he just take his shoes off?
Just comes in, puts mud all over.
Man, you just grabbed your damn plate before he turns the shoe over.
No, you're sitting there. You're waiting. You're waiting at the. You're like, this is. It's just out of your. It's just out of your reach. Somebody puts mud all over it. Boom. Now, how do you like it? Can't eat it. It doesn't matter. The meal looks good. A lot of the ingredient looks good, but somebody came in with their mud pie and just all over it. Come on, man. So I agree, Carey. I agree in the offensive skill set. Bijan, Kyle Pitts, who I've come around on because he's finally turned into a pro.
Hated him for a while.
Drake London is a competitive you-know-who.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is. My man's good.
Yeah, their quarterback stinks.
The quarterback sucks. Offensive line, top 10. Top 10 offensive line.
Michael Penix is going to be fine. You're going to be fine, Anthony.
I want
9
Penix.
to 10 wins.
I want Penix.
Yeah, nobody.
Kevin Stefanski's not going to allow that to happen. You think Ollie's going to take the Ferminator out of the lineup? Stefanski's not going to take Tua out of the lineup.
Yeah, he will.
And Tua sucks. Other than that, defense doesn't have any pass rush. Secondary's good.
doesn't suck, though.
No, Fermin doesn't. No. Last but not least, the Saints. I think the Saints are building in the right way.
They're this poster child of, well, they're better than you think.
100%, Jamie.
Yeah.
You couldn't have said that better.
Their number one draft pick is already injured and going to miss 2 months.
It's unfortunate.
And everyone kind of said he was often injured, but the Saints said, you know what, give me that guy.
Did they take
everybody?
Did they have 2 first-round picks, and one of they gave up an absolute haul for, and one of the guys just got suspended for 8 games, and the other one,
which is wild, how it was only 8
tore
games.
ACL.
What happened?
Yeah. Anyways, Saints.
So you feel so that
I don't feel bad for the Saints. That's what I'm saying.
He's terrible.
We all have our issues.
That has nothing to do with.
We all have our issues.
Keep it clean.
The offense is good, though.
You can't be worried about the neighbor.
You got to outscore people.
You got your own grass, Carey. Don't worry about mine.
You're an Atlanta Falcon. You got to score. You got to score points, man.
I told you
Every
about the
drive
mud.
got to end with a kick.
I told you about the mud, right? Okay.
Why trade up and draft a quarterback who's injury prone when you can just get that quarterback, that franchise quarterback, in the second round at number 40th overall?
No kidding.
And everybody will make fun of him because of a video of him not being able to throw a football.
And then what happened?
And then he looks pretty good playing in the NFL.
He's shooking all over the place.
People are ready to put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And for good reason. And for good reason. Jamie nailed it. The Saints are going to be better than what you think, but they're still not going to be
good enough.
Good enough.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll hand out our predictions once we get closer to the season. But if you're not going Bucks in this division, you're a fool. All right, we'll wrap it up next on 101 ESPN.
Well, when we talk about customer service, we talk about a company that cares about you and the performance they provide for you, and that's why I choose AMCO Ranger. Here's just an example. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, send a text message. Hi, Jamie, this is AMCO Ranger. Just sending you a heads up, we're on the way. So that tells me to make sure the dogs are inside. They're going to check out the yard. And I also say, hey, great, see a little bit of action from the ants around the garage area and down by the pool. Right on, thanks for letting me know. Then the follow-up text after that is just finished up your service, got to the exterior treated right away. All the crying, flying, biting, and stinging insects were taken care of. Also found the ant trails near the pool and placed some bait down. That's the kind of service I'm looking for right there. And that is provided to you by AMCO Ranger. There's no doubt this is why they have been in business as a family for over 60 years, serving the St. Louis and surrounding area as well. If you have any kind of pest control problem or rodents or anything that you have a question about, I can guarantee you that AMCO Ranger is going to take care of that for you, and they'll keep trying until you are satisfied. So for that kind of great service, the best service I've ever had, give them a call at 636-441-2847. That's 636-441-2847, or you can always visit AMCORanger.com. 101 ESPN. 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 101 E
miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com, as well as the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Must be dog night at
what the
Great
hell?
American Small
That's a
Park.
big-ass dog.
That was a big dog.
Can we stop taking dogs everywhere, like public places? Like, no, hear me. I love dogs. I'm a dog person, but there are some places people get over. They act like their dog is a service animal, which is completely offensive to those who actually need service animals. My dog is a service animal.
I love that dog. It was so
cute.
cute.
You know what? That dog's at the ballpark?
At the airport, and this dog is growling, barking.
Well,
that ain't what service animals do. That's not a service animal. People ruin good things. Dogs have their place. They are special members of our families. But some places don't. Everywhere doesn't need a dog, man. Don't bring your dog into every place.
What's your problem with dogs at the ballpark?
If it's dog day, that was a big ass dog sitting on our lap.
Two of them.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell are we doing, man?
The dog. Who else is going to fill those empty seats?
True.
Do they have look at these things. They're cute as can be.
That.
You know, Carey, I can see you with a dog like that.
I don't know about that one. Do they?
That one was.
Do they have to pay for the seat that the dog is sitting in, or is it just you pay for your person and your dog then just sits next to you?
I think you got to buy.
Hold that thought.
You got to buy some concessions for the dog to eat.
Okay.
And it's certainly preferred if you bring a doggy bag with you.
Marsh, hit us with those criticisms and or compliments, please.
Criticisms and compliments. Presented by Bet365. With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything.
All right, Curb Stomp. Today's show as a whole, Feinbaum has been a Great American Small Park banger. What I learned today is that Stalt should pick a new NFL team because he clearly hates the Falcons.
Nope.
The penalty box should be named after the last Gauntlet winner. Hashtag shout out to the Snake Pits.
Oh, wow. Or that Gauntlet winner could provide maybe a sponsorship opportunity.
that actually works better. You can name it whatever you want
ideas,
to.
huh? Yeah.
If you can hit it, you can name it.
Exactly.
618, hey fellas, great show once again. Just remember, don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
That's good advice.
Yeah, that's sound advice. Yeah, absolutely.
The mayor of Melville. I might miss other shows on 101 ESPN, but I try to never miss the Fast Lane. Great show as always, boys.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.
And real quick here, 636. My criticism is that you guys got through 3 questions of the Sports Six-Pack in 2 segments.
Did we only get through 3?
That might be a new low.
Good questions, though.
Yeah, good questions.
See,
yeah.
really blame the listeners. They came up with good questions.
Yeah, sometimes it hits a little different.
We're talking about quality, not quantity here.
That's a good point.
You know?
That's a good point.
Yeah, man.
You guys ready for the 3 stars?
You bet your sweet rear end we are.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
All right, real quick here, Wally is our 3rd star of the day.
Wall-E. No, he's not. He's never been a star in his life. He doesn't even have a star on the Walk of Fame. That bag of bolts.
Late edition, 2nd star goes out to dogs.
Love dogs, man.
No, you don't care. It's clear.
Everywhere.
No, not everywhere. You said so.
And our 1st star of the day goes out to the rear naked chokehold.
Yes, very effective.
You two were doing that day was odd.
Thanks for showing it, Terry.
Maybe for some. I'll do it for Osco Cards tonight for our guy Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. See ya.